Yeah, it's a Friday night flick and you know it's going down. Get your friends and your knives and let's have a good time. Got that blade click clacking and I'm ready to go. Gotta check the homie groove on to see what knives he's got.
I can't believe it's Friday and we made it. Get the weekend started, let's go live on YouTube. It's Friday, I can't believe we made it. It's Friday.
Can't believe it's Friday and we made it. Get the weekend started. Let's go live on YouTube. Ooh. It's a Friday night flick and you know it's going down. Get your friends and your knives and let's have a good time. Got that blade click clacking and I'm ready to go. Gotta check the homie Juve on to see what knives he's got. Ooh. Gotta check the homie Juve on to see what knives he's got.
Oh, I can't believe it's Friday and we made it. Get the weekend started, let's go live on YouTube. It's Friday, I can't believe we made it. It's Friday. Netflix is ready, here we go. Watch me scramble to complete a 3-hour show. We'll talk about knives and what's on your mind. Never know what will come up this time. We vibe and we chill, including spirited debate, but we do it with love and never with hate. Talk about knives and what's on your mind. Never know what will come up this time. We vibe and we chill, including spirited debate, but we do it with love and never with hate. We vibe and we chill, including spirited debate, but we do it with love and never with hate. Lights go dark, the stream comes on. Javon's here, the vibe is strong. Click and clack, the steel in sight. Every edge sharpened, Friday night. Knife flicks dance under the light. Blades that shine and cut so tight. Handles spin and edges glide. Friday night flicks worldwide. The craft with steady flow, steel and story you'll wanna know. Flick of the wrist, how smooth it goes. Every frame a master show. Knife flicks dance under the light. Blades that shine and cut so tight. Handles spin and edges glide. Friday night flicks worldwide. Karambit steel, every flick has that cool appeal. The chat goes wild when he reveals a masterpiece you wish was real. Viewers locked and they can't resist. The flick of steel's a weekly twist. Carving moments, he makes it slick. Juve on streaming, doing the trick. A little bit, but are you high on cigarettes? And when that stuff runs out, you're gonna wanna make it. Are you high on cigarettes?
Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 He don't smoke them, but he loves it when you do. That's why he's high on cigarettes. And if you find him, you should light him up a few. He's getting high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch two wrongs witness and get high on cigarettes. Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 Do you know that you're right or wrong?
What is up, guys? My right ear still doesn't hear. So let me know if y'all can hear me good, or if you can hear me well, or if you can hear me at all, or if you can see me. Happy Friday. What is going on? First thing I need to do, if you tell me you can hear me, is announce a schedule snafu on my part. El Cap Addict. Brother 1931 Leatherworks made that for me. All the frets come with a brown and black sheath, but he made me this green one to go with my fret. So we were going to have Trevor from Wax Swing Knives on, and we're going to. It's just Friday a week, not tonight. When I talked to him Wednesday, it was my probably mistake. I thought he was going to be coming on tonight, and he's getting some stuff ready, so I'll have it to show, have it available, things like that. So if you guys were just here to see Wax Wing, which I would have been, I apologize. I'm going to fill it in with some fun, with some cool shit. I have nothing planned. What's up, Marco? Channel member. Richard Hopkins, Roman Gnome. What is up, channel member? We got Paul Mills in the house, my brother, and a channel member also. El Cap Addict, the Strop Man himself, and my good friend and a channel member. What is up? Who else is in here? I know we were kind of, Paul, what is up? Good to see you, man. I'm glad you're tuning in. Y'all say hello to Paul. Welcome him to the chat. And Richard put up a drop earlier at Very Good Knife Company. I've got it pulled up. We're going to look at it in just a second. Right there. See what they've been dropping out with Jacob drop. But always glad to see new people here. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it and find something valuable to take away from it. We have a good time. We talk about knives, of course, but we also talk about what's up in the chat, right? So if you guys have something going on, my brother, 1931, makes some great stuff. I've got a slip from him. Where is it? I don't have it out here. Maybe it's in my pocket. Hold on. See what I carried today. It's not in my pocket, but I carried my little case. I think it's a single blade trapper. It's a weird knife, and it's a little Warncliffe micarta. That's what I carried in my left pocket. In my right pocket, I carried a different knife today, thanks to brother, I think, Paul Mills. I traded this with somebody. This is a little pina, and I don't even know which pina it is. But it's a little front flipper, small knife. I opened some boxes at work today, restocked some Zippos. So it was a lot of fun to use. I like this little knife a lot. I've got so many knives I like. And then I carried my fret in my back right pocket. The fret is a knife that Edgy American Blades makes. 1931 Leatherworks makes all the sheaths. And it's a little knife I designed to just basically cut open and slice shit. It's not fancy. It's not made to, hack down trees. But if you're breaking down cardboard or opening packages and you want Magna Cut at 64.5 HRC, individually done by Edgy, this is a great, and sharpened by Kyle. This one was not sharpened by Kyle, but just a great knife for me. It's something that I'd wanted to carry, something I'd wanted kind of for an ideal knife, and it worked out perfectly because that's not what I drew, people. Brother Edgy really made it different and made it right. Paul Mills, just because, dude, thank you so much. I'm gonna have to give you a man hug. Everybody brace your ears. Paul Mills, thank you, dude. Your kindness shines through without donations, or drop a $2 in there. I love you either way, my man. Thank you. And Sunday at 4:00, all y'all stop by. Neil McKenzie, what is up? Channel member, happy Friday. I started a little early because we're always right up against said faction. And I figured this way we'd have plenty of time. Who knows who'll join us? Who knows? If anybody's dying to come on and show off anything, let me know. If I can Instagram you, I'll send you a link. Paul Mills or S90V. I'll tell you what, I'm struggling because I have a feeling that I am going to purchase a Benchmade tagged out. And they just dropped the line in FRN. I'm not crazy about FRN. And I don't know anybody who makes tagged out scales, but in LMAX, really, really nice. Tacos are always good. And you'll realize that I have ADHD. And when things like that hit my brain, I just flip out. I can't help it. It gets my tacos just rolling. I am there, El Cap Addict. No, I'm there 4 days a week. During Christmas, I was there a lot more. There's going to be, there are two guys that work there full time, the owner and then a part owner. And the part owner is getting ready to have some procedures done. So I'll be there a lot more. But my normal schedule is Monday and Tuesday, Thursday and Friday from 2 to 6. So what's that? 4, 8, 16 hours a week I spend down there. And I'd mainly just take a lot of their stuff and post it, and they save it to their Instagram. I get to look and kind of consult in knives that they're going to buy. They had a guy come in tonight. It was just the one young guy and me there. Y'all, he brought in a 55-gallon tote. I sold him a ProTech Runt the other day. He said he had some knives, but we'd be interested in looking at them. Some Kaisers, some Microtechs, some other knives. He brought in literally no less than 200 knives. And it took Tate about 2 hours, 3 hours talking with him, looking through all the knives. He had a really nice Heretic, and I've never liked a Heretic folder. And this one was just a full carbon fiber monobody with an N390 blade or a MagnaCut blade. We ended up buying like 4 or 5 knives because the rest of them just didn't make sense. But he was literally bringing in his whole collection. Not that he was getting out of knives. He just was rolling over his collection. So I suggested he go to Blade Binge. He didn't even know Blade Binge existed. So if you see some rare Kaisers like I've never seen, the Drop Bear he had in 80s carbon fiber S45. It was a sheep's foot blade. Had a fancy box. It was some dealer's exclusive, a dealer I don't use. But he should have his stuff on Blade Binge by the end of the weekend. So if you see a lot of interesting, weird Kaisers, concepts, he had 3 MSIs, which are the big Microtechs that I don't have a lot of use for, but he had some really nice knives. So it's for me, it's kind of a social experiment. I'm learning what just the people that come off the street, and there's some that are very much knife people, and there's some that aren't very much knife people. And then you've got your segment that's just kitchen people, because we sell kitchen knives, Wolfstoffs and Shins and some others, Dexters, I forget what else. But I'm just learning parts of the business that I didn't know. What's up, Chris229, channel member, huge friend of the channel. Hooked me up with my Carl Jr. Deadhead that I keep in my, you might notice there's a new knife in the Northwoods Leather double decker. I'm carrying my 5th knife that Luck Knives, Level Up Custom, NAF Sergeant made. This is a Generation 1 Squall that Lefty EDC bought. And Lefty EDC had Kyle Coonley sharpen it about 3 years ago. And I bought it from Lefty. And it had a horizontal sheath that was a little loose because it was one of his first sheaths. And I wasn't carrying it much. And this rides in my right coat pocket. Even if I hang my coat up at the office, I've still got this sheath. And I love it. Paul Might has one of the coolest Instagram presences. We're going to dance around Instagram at some point tonight. And if you guys are not following Paul, I will make sure we visit his page because I saw a couple of bangers every day. All the Pauls are in here. We got a new Paul. Welcome, Paul. Or new to me. Again, y'all will learn about me. I have very short-term memory. I have just really abnormal brain function, so I'll just go off on weird tangents. I try to keep it between the lines, but I don't always succeed. I just put out a review on this knife. This is the Kaiser Trestle D. This is the Kaiser Trestle. This is their first that I'm aware of. Not their first, because they had a slip joint back when I first started collecting the zip slip. But this is a Kaiser Trestle that was a clip point. And I just did a review on its brother, the Trestle D, which I kind of like better because instead of having an inlay, it's just got the aluminum bolsters. And then it's more of a spear point. They call it a drop point. It probably is a drop point. And it's got that acid etch stainless Damascus that they make. And on the spine is where it says Kaiser, Azo. It's a really cool little light knife. What is that, 1931 Leatherworks? Were your ears burning? We were just talking about you. And we got somebody else slipped in here. Cat Scratch, what is up? Cat Scratch Knives, welcome, welcome, welcome. If anybody is feeling froggy, like they've got something they want to show, or they'd like to join the panel of me, I think my brother Kyle's going to join in a little while. We might have room for one or two. I carried this yesterday. I've not carried this knife. I'm trying to reconnect, which is very easy to do, with knives that I've not carried lately. And this is my EMP EDC Nimble T for Tonto. This one was OEM by Best Tech. It's a multi-deployment knife. You've got the flipper tab. You've got the front flipper. You've got the blade hole. And it's just a nice, to quote Christine, Women Carry Knives, small, medium-sized knife that I really, really like. I've got the regular Nimble, the Nimble T. I've got a lot of EMP EDCs that I bought long before I had a channel. I've been a fan of these guys. Don't know if people are that familiar with the EMP EDC right now. You don't see them doing a lot of drops. He does some drops. But the Nimble is just it was the first quote unquote fidget knife that I became acquainted with, like I did with most of the knives with Lefty EDC. I saw after the fact that Lefty was live last night. D Kong, what is up, brother? Good to see you, man. Talk about nice knives. But I saw that Lefty was live last night. I have not gone and watched it. I don't know if any of y'all were in there, but that used to be one of my favorite lives to be in. And that's where I was introduced to a whole lot of knives that ended up becoming part of my collection. What's up, Sierra Rick? My number one knife. My Liang Ma Field Duty EDC, which is not currently available. I learned about on Lefty's channel. And this isn't like if I could only have one knife. This is just out of all the knives in my collection, which is my favorite knife. And it is this knife. It feels divine. OEM by Riot. I know it's not USA made, but very snappy detent. It's got a monobody construction where this is just one piece of milled out G10 that marries up to this titanium L-Max blade. Really nice finger choil. I've got the big Field Duty, and I just don't connect with it as much. It's a beautiful knife. It's an S90V. I don't connect with it like I do my little Field Duty EDC. Here's my Field Duty full size. And the thing that I like about this the least is this hot dog down the hallway hole. Even though I wouldn't stick my finger down there, just the fact that I can bothers me. And this is an internal liner lock. It just doesn't have the same. I don't know what it is. You know, everybody, and I've learned that talking to just everyday people that come into the knife store, you connect with certain knives. Certain knives attract you, whereas certain other ones, for whatever reason, you're led away from them. I watch it happen in real time. Autumn Wind, what is up? And I'll have customers tell me, you know, this knife's really talking to me. Let's come back to it. And then they'll look around, and I'll let people just browse unless they want to hold something, because all of our knives are behind glass, as you would want them to be. But this is a great knife. There's our buddy Kyle. What is up, brother?
What's going on, dude?
Oh man, I'm just sitting here flicking knives, getting ready to take this window off the screen. I was showing off. I'm really proud of my edge. It's not as good as yours, but I'm proud that the tape worked. The tape kept me from getting any scratches into my bead blast.
Good.
Yeah, so I mean, next time I put an edge on it and really try to get it sharp. I think I just don't spend enough time. I think I try to, but I know one thing I didn't do is I didn't look at it through my loop at all. when I
Yeah.
sharpen it.
I mean,
And that
not
should be an
a-
every time thing, right? That should be
it's not a process of going through speed, and not every knife is the same, so you can't treat it the same. You gotta actually make sure you're getting the correct scratch pattern.
right.
I'm gonna say hello to a few people: Marco, Henry, Richard, Elcap, Mills. Who else did I see pop in here? Thought I saw someone else in there. Oh, look at Paulie. Mite's here. DC, what's up, dude?
Cat scratch, that's awesome. A, that you found a knife store, talked to a knife guy, and you supported a local business. I've been looking at the little zombie here too that's yellow with the blood splatter on it. I'm sorry, Kyle. Go ahead. Keep greeting.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I think I got everybody. At least that I saw.
I just think that's great because you'll never know what these little stores have. And a lot of times you'll find out that they all have access to, what are they called? Blue Ridge Knives, the big distributor, where if you as a local customer tell them what you'd like to have, they may be able to bring some of those type of products into the store.
Right.
Kyle, you didn't see anything. I guess you couldn't zoom on that box and see some of those Romettes. He had a bunch of really nice Romettes. He had the 2 Spydercos. I'm talking about all the knives. The guy came in with the 55-gallon tub.
To me, Romette's the same as.
Guess how many we bought? Yeah, he
know.
had Savastis like 6.
That's my point, though. That none of that excites me.
Well, he had one heretic.
Thank you, Paul.
He had one heretic that really did kind of excite me. If I'd had money, I'd have made him an offer on it. I've never seen one like this. Heretics, usually the flippers look gaudy, but this one had a black blade MagnaCut, and then it had a button lock and like patriotic carbon fiber unibody. So it was just one piece of carbon fiber. So it was very light for as big of a knife as it was.
Good thing you didn't buy it.
I don't even think I took a picture of it. It was a gorgeous knife.
No, I'm saying it's a good thing you didn't. No, Heretic's MagnaCut is absolute dog shit.
Oh, is it really bad?
Yeah, the worst I've ever heard of.
Rumette, he did not have one of the swordfish. He had a lot of the other ones. He had one top liner lock that looked really good. I'll tell you what he had that was impressive was the Kaiser Drop Bear that was one dealer's exclusive. The box was even different, but it had an 80s carbon fiber. It had S45 sheep's foot blade, and it was very light. I'll see if I can make those pictures. Let me see if I have access to those pictures while y'all chat. But he was a really reasonable guy. He started as a sale that I made. He bought a little what's the Protect, the small one, the Runt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he bought a Runt.
I've had one of those. It was fun, but I only kept it for about 2 weeks because I was never going to carry it. It wasn't practical for me. So, and I'm not an auto guy, so I moved it along. But it was a cool little knife, and those things hammer out.
Yeah, they got a lot of those things. I think I can zoom. Let me see. No, it just let me zoom last time. No, see that big tote? Can everybody just see the size of that tote compared to my foot?
Can you right click on it and open a new window?
I can download it and make a picture. Yeah.
Or just open a new window.
Well, let me open a new window. This is my iCloud. I think it's going to open it right here. Hold on. Play slideshow. What? You see that?
Yeah.
Y'all hearing that dramatic music?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop this. How do I do it? That was horrible. But anyway, this Dawson I wanted. It was the smaller version than the one we had down there, but that one's had a birthday. He had some petrified fish. The American knives he had were Microtechs, and they were all MSIs. He was a big fan of MSIs. He had that one Heretic. He had the two Spydercos. I sent you a picture of those, didn't I? One of them was a Emerson Wave and Della or something.
Yeah, and there was nothing like I thought he was gonna have some like I thought you meant he had some like rare stuff I was kind of interested in, but he had kind of very very basic stuff, which is okay. He had a lot of it, so
the sad thing about him is he is kind of easing into other hobbies instead of, he's right at the point that I was at before I started buying, I think, more staple knives that have stayed around. But I guess he hadn't had he didn't even know about YouTube. I mean, none of them had been on YouTube, and look at the knives that he was exposed to through other methods. I don't know if it was Instagram. I didn't ask him how he found out about them. But he was kind of the leader of his little 3-group buddy that all had knives too.
I'm very picky anymore. So like when I see a box like that, like very few things are like even gonna pique my interest.
Well, think how bad it was for Tate. Tate spent probably 3 hours with him because he had to. It was the right thing to do as a business owner because you never know what's going to come through, especially in the slip joints when they're in.
Was that him in the picture you showed?
The guy on the right side of the counter? Yeah, that was Tate.
Oh, okay. That's not all what I was expecting.
No, he's a very, he got his start in knives in Bally songs. And one of the guys that was in there tonight bought a Bally song trainer, and he can wear out a Bally song. I mean, he can spin them, and the ones with blades, and he hasn't done it in a long time and still was comfortable enough to just like get back on a bicycle and start throwing around a knife. But he's an interesting guy. It was funny. He'd made his mom a little pruning knife that was really pretty knife. I think I showed y'all a picture of it one week, and he showed me, she gave it back to me. I was like, oh no, did she not like it? He was like, no, and he showed it to me. She rusted the shit out of it. He's going to have to steel wool it. But I guess kitchen knives and stuff like that, especially if they're not in a stainless steel, are going to be very prone, if they've got any food juice left on them, or they're left to dry like a normal knife would be left. Wouldn't they be more prone to rust?
It's more of a training thing on how to properly maintain your knives.
And he said they were going to go through that because he had not had that lesson with her or that.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump over here real quick. When we jumped in, Richard shared that Jacob at Very Good Knife Company had a drop today, and he's doing a couple of new shapes. I think this is a new shape. Nitro V for $239. What is it? Flat grind. What's the handle? Canvas micarta. All right, let's go back and see what else he's got.
I don't know if what do chickadees normally go for?
Chickadees are like $265 is what I was buying them new for, I think.
Okay, they're not holding resale then.
How much you see one for?
M4.
I don't want M4, but how much is it?
$140.
Where do you see that?
Online. It's already gone. But I just saw it came up today, and I was like, I didn't know what they cost originally.
Well, M4 I'm not familiar with, but originally they're over $250, and I think even when he went to mill it, the price didn't go down. That's a good looking wasp. A wasp is a small hollow grind.
Yeah, the BP wasp. I'm familiar with him. He's done some cool little small fixed blades.
In this tradition, these are like $150, which is a really fair price for his quality. But I was looking for some mosquitoes, some of his little tiny knives. But if y'all are interested in Very Good Knife Company, he did have a drop today, and it looks like he's got a pretty good selection available on the site now. This is a huge knife. I mean, this eagle is the blade 6.875. Where's the overall? Overall length 12.5 inches.
It's a big knife.
That's a beast. But anywho, if y'all are interested in very good knife company, I'm a fan. I don't own any of his knives, but my buddy A to Z EDC has 5 of them. And I've been lucky enough to be able to review those bad guys. And we're having in February the Rocket City Knife Show. It's not a big knife show, but I'm going to walk through it and film it. And I won't be buying anything, but I'll be checking it out. Knives and More is not going to put anything down there. They usually have a table, but this year John said he's just going to go down there and check it out, maybe buy some stuff. What's up, Derek? For real? What is up, my wild man?
What's up, Derek?
Oh no, you're frozen in Ohio. I bet it's just crazy up there, dude. Is it still snowy? Just snowbanks everywhere?
No. It's not that cold here. It was 47 here today.
I see a lot of pictures on or little videos on Twitter when I'm just scrolling looking for stuff of snow on the side of the roads, like piled up, where everybody looks cold as shit, but the roads aren't impacted by snow. It's just like snow happened, they plowed it, and it's still cold. But it's pretty warm here. We had storms last night. I think it's going to storm again like early morning, and then it's going to get colder. And I'm ready for it.
We haven't had snow in a while.
We haven't had a spot this year.
It was 47 today. I think it was still 43 when I left the house a little bit ago. It's
37 right now where Derek is.
Yeah, Derek's about a little over 2 hours north of me.
It's 61 here. 61 and cloudy. Hey, you know that Work Tough gear that we had, that little first production? It sold today from a dude that saw my video, and he suggested to the John that I say, and John said, he suggested that you say where the knife is available. And I said, no, that's against YouTube's terms of service, and I'm not selling. But if you look in the description, which is what he probably did, just click down there. There's your number. He was like, oh, okay. Thanks. But yes, that was a direct sale from a YouTube short. But that's a very rare knife. So I was trying to find knives today that you can't find anywhere else, just to put them out there. Because that's what I think. I think if you have a little knife store in your town, that's where you'll find cherries. My buddy A to Z EDC, we were up in Georgia, somewhere outside of where's his cabin? I forget. We were just in some little podunk town, and we'd stop for lunch, and there was an antique store that had a few case knives and other knives that they traded for. And he bought a Benchmade Spyderco Tonto from that little place. Derek for real is giving everybody a group hello and group love. He's on his phone, so he can't see everybody individually, but he knows y'all are all wonderful people. And if he does not chat back to you, it is not because he does not want to. He just don't see you.
If he was standing in front of you, he couldn't see you.
YouTube Music Portal said, Derek, what's up? What's up, YouTube? No, but I thought that was pretty cool. I like that knife. It was a little too thick for anything in my liking, and it was about an inch too long. But it was a very aggressive, cool looking little knife. It had a couple of interesting grind things going on. Do you remember what it looked like, Kyle?
The which one?
The Work Tough Gear EDC Nomad.
No, I'm not familiar with their knives. I mean, I've seen a lot of their big knives, but I don't know them by name.
This was one of the small ones, but it was still bigger than what I normally carry. Let me find a picture of it. I'll show you. My next traditional knife is going to be a lock and slip joint, but they're coming out with the Case Cheetah Junior. There are a couple of slip joints that I've kind of fallen in love, not in love with, but I've kind of fallen in like with. Where is that knife? Where is that knife? I want to show y'all a picture. Where's that work? All right, damn it. I'm stalling because I'm on the other page. Here it is. Right there. All right, let me shoot. And this is where I was able to zoom yesterday. Let's see if now that I've got this pushed up, if I can zoom in on it with my wheel.
What's up, Brown Sugar? What's up, YouTube? What's up, Sierra Rick? I don't know if I said hello to you or not.
Can you see that knife?
Yeah. Terry said that's Nomad first gen.
It is. Different. And it's up at the front here where the tip is. That's a different grind. You can't really see it in this picture. I did such a shitty job. But yeah, that's a Nomad EDC first production. And this is the knife that Tate gave his mom that she rusted.
Well, that's not fun.
I did today's video on this knife. I brought it home. That's a cool knife. The Bravo 1, they make it in a ramp. Yep. That one's in CPM 154. The other one that's the rampless is in 3V. But it's a beast of a knife. And that's the tagged out that I want, but I don't know anybody that makes tagged out scales. And those are FRN. I mean, the blade's L-Max. It's thin. It's what I want. Have you seen any, Kyle, titanium tagged out scales?
Not off the top of my head, but I don't really look for Benchmade stuff. But if I see any, I'll let you know.
Definitely let me know. I mean, because I would buy that knife. And then this is a knife that if I had money like I did when I was working, I would buy that old school Hellhound. I think the Hellhound's just a sexy looking blade.
There you go. Rockscale makes them.
Rockscale Design makes tagged out?
That's what Paul's saying.
Hold on. Tell me if y'all are going with me when I go. Rock. Did that take y'all to search?
Yep.
All right. So Benchmade. Tagged out. Uh-oh. No lanyard. That's what I want right there. Thank you, Paul.
Better hit him up. Paul, tell me you want to do a review.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely. Well, I mean, I can at least get a discount off it, but I'm definitely going to hit those guys up. And then I need to get allegedly, if I put my employee number somewhere in the Benchmade website, I can get really good deal not only on Benchmade knives, but on a lot of their partner, like I forget who some of their partners are. North Face is one of them, which I'd never buy shit from them that I can think of that I need. But yeah, I need to take advantage of that kind of stuff. But that is awesome. There they are, tagged out. I've got some scales that were supposed to be delivered today, but the post office did their classic. The mailbox was obstructed. We can't get them till tomorrow, which means when they got back to the post office, they realized they didn't deliver them because there was nothing in front of my mailbox. But guess what? I'm putting scales on. I think I've told you.
Oh shit! Hang on one second. Go ahead. I gotta send a message to someone. Hang on 1 second.
Go ahead. But I have some scales being delivered tomorrow now for my Spyderco Dragonfly. I've got the green with the ZDP 189 blade. I've had it for about 5 years, and I'm putting black or dark gray titanium scales on it. And I'll do it on camera, but I'm stoked to get that little knife and start carrying it as a fifth pocket knife. I love it. It's a slicey little guy. Brown Sugar, what is up? What is up, Brown Sugar? Who else do I miss? No Sweat. Henry, what's up?
I just saw a knife that someone's probably going to want, so I had to message him, tell him I was available.
Hey, if you see an
you don't see
Evo
too many
anywhere,
lefty customs.
if you see an Evo anywhere, you know our buddy's looking for an Evo in a big way.
Who?
Brother Ellis.
Oh, is it?
Brother Ellis. Yes, he is.
Okay.
I didn't either until he texted me if we had one. He thought the one I put up was not my personal.
Okay.
Can y'all see that? Because we're going to go to Paul Mite's, but I love Leon's knife. I'll show it to you open in a second, but we're just going down the homepage real quick. Knife Nut 69. Eating good. Let's see what he's got on his page. Well, let me click on the dots. I guess there's nothing else there. Dan Vonderheit, that's the guy I used to work with. He's in Louisville. There's a little piglet or rabbit. Bleeding Heart EDC. Don't know who that is, but that's a cool picture.
Paul's still here. I'm going to show something when you're done.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. Let me just pull him up.
No. I was gonna share the screen when you're done with that, so I can show him.
Yep. What I want to do is get Paul Mike up here because he's one of my favorite follows, and I'm going to share his IG because I mean he's got the coolest shit that he posts every day and does the coolest shit.
I hate posting. I'm the worst at posting. I haven't posted in months.
I was terrible at posting until I started posting, kind of collaborating with those guys. Y'all follow Paul Mite. I'm dropping him in right now, and then I'm going to stop sharing so Kyle can share something cool.
No hurry.
Oh, no, okay. Dude.
I was saying no hurry. I'm just going to show Paul something I just saw that he would appreciate.
Dude, I appreciate you posting cool shit.
Let me see if you can see this or not.
I can see it. What is that, QSP?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Ooh. What is that?
That's a plunket, but it's a left-handed, and he doesn't do too many tantos. He does more of the warnies.
Autumn Wind may have an Evo available in plain tie. Hold that thought, buddy, because I might know somebody who might be interested in it. I don't know if he's looking for tie, but he's definitely looking for one. He might be in the chat at some point. Huh?
So which version is it, Autumn Wind? 2, 3, 4, 1.1.
Hellcat, thank you, dude. Rogue Blade Works. Oh,
it's funny how the difference of the models vary as far as what they're worth. So for a long time, it was okay. So they've all dropped significantly in resale value, but 3s hold the resale value probably the best. The 1.1 is a slightly updated 3, Terry. It's slight though. I can't remember all the subtle changes, but I've had one in recently and it's slightly different. The 3 is my favorite. I had the 3 in the polished DLC with the bark scales. The 3s now are I mean, I'm not gonna tell what to pay, but like I see them regularly sell. The 3s are selling for a plain Jane's $450 to $500. The DLCs are maybe another $50 to $75 more. But like the 4.0s are, you can get those sub $400 now.
I guess because they made more of those, there are more of them in the market.
I just don't think they were as popular, even though that it's more of an EDC size knife, they just weren't as popular.
It's interesting because, I mean, do you think, I know that it takes a lot longer for Hinderers to sell new, and I don't see them much on the used market, but are Hinderers dropping in price too to sell?
Yeah.
I would think so.
Yeah. I mean, not crazy, but like, so like a brand new one,
425.
say, yeah, 425 for just plain G10. They're going pretty much brand new in box for 350 to 375.
Guys, it's a great time to buy knives. If you're in the position to buy knives, Ryan Ellis, we just
What's up,
found
Ellis?
you an Evo. We've been looking for one for you. Autumn Winds got a tie Evo. Did he say which number was it?
A three.
Evo 3. Good to see you, Ryan. You got a link if you want it, buddy. I know you're probably in Southern Alabama, but I don't got no internet.
I like plain Jane too, Paul. Not all the time, but I do enjoy it. I carried a plain Jane today, actually.
What'd you carry today?
My Freeman Brook.
Very nice. This morning before work, I carried my plain tie Ware LEP. Kyle, Paul's asking you what you carried again.
Right there, buddy.
So who's that?
David Freeman Customs.
David Freeman. That's not related to the Freeman that Shane's in love with, right?
No, that's Freeman International. Or Freeman, whatever they call it. Freeman something. 451 or whatever.
I carried a different knife to work. I carried this little knife. I don't even know which one it is. It's a Pena. Is it a Raptor maybe?
Yeah. Paul, I 100% agree. Yeah, Freeman Outdoors. But yeah, Paul, he's screwed over several people that we know, and that sucks, but he made it right, at least at some point, but he's still not the best at communication or dealing with shit.
Yeah, that's not good. I hate hearing that. You know, I hate.
He does make some great knives. This one's probably bigger than you'd like, though, Paul.
Is it about the size of your XM24?
No, it's not that big. Well, here is another plain Jane that I've got.
Cormorant's such a good knife. Is that a Jaeger?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just a little bigger than about an inch bigger.
Probably, yeah.
They look pretty similar, don't they? When you think about it.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, the handles are completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying one copy the other. I was just saying, you know, to me, I think it's interesting that there are going to be knives that are going to mimic each other in a lot of ways. And that's just the happenstance of people thinking, you know, shared thoughts. I'd rather not buy a lefty, but I can get a lefty 1-1 Evo off the site for table brand new.
Yeah, I agree, Terry. I completely agree. The right now the market doesn't bear buying brand new unless it's a custom or something. But yeah, the value if you just wait a couple months is definitely in your favor.
I mean, so right now it's a buyer's market all the way around, though, right?
Oh, for sure. That's why I was saying that. So like that one I showed a little bit ago, that custom lefty plunket. That I don't know what table is on those. It's probably six. Paul, help me out. 650 probably, maybe even 7 on those plunkets, and it's selling for 350.
Holy shit. Because lefties don't hold their value as well, right? Or is it just the knife itself? I would think lefties got
no,
small in the market.
Lefties actually do somewhat decent because they actually have people that want lefties because there's not a lot of them made that way.
600-ish, Paul said.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I was thinking 6 to 650. But for 350, that's a banger.
That is a steal of a deal.
But there's not too many lefties I know.
That guy had a couple of North Mountain blades in his collection, 2 chops, button locks, which was interesting to me because, again, he's not plugged into YouTube in any way. I should have asked him because he didn't even shop at websites I'd heard of. That unique Kaiser, that exclusive Kaiser, was from a website I'd never heard of. And it was done really cool. It's probably the coolest exclusive Kaiser I've ever seen, with S45 and 80s carbon fiber. But he had 2 North Mountain blades. And then I went to the site because I was showing him Jason Grant's knife that was coming out, and he'd never even been to their site. It was weird. I should have asked him more questions. Maybe I'll see him again.
Paul, absolutely. The only issue I have I have 2 issues with South American knives. And this is not for everyone, just a general, but I hate the fact that they use the KBS and they use loose bearings, and a lot of their customs, even in some of the cool stuff, they're really, I know why they do it, but they're very limited to what they get in steel. And they use like N690 a ton, which I'm not necessarily a fan of, especially for a custom knife.
No, that's not one of my favorite steels either.
But they make phenomenal stuff, and they actually have a nice, like, apprenticeship program where they learn from other great makers and work their way up. So,
does Bernard still use loose bearings? What's his name? Is that
not anymore? Yeah, he did. Arno Bernard, no, he's the cage bearings, but like the first Imamas were loose. The first run of them were.
I can't remember if it was Lefty. I saw a very humorous video, somebody struggling through that, where they were counting balls because they'd gotten away from them. They didn't realize they were loose.
Oh yeah. Yeah, see, out of those, Paul, I'll take RWL34.
Over M390 done right?
Yeah.
And you say M390 is pretty much like 20 CV?
It's the exact same for all intents and purposes.
And you say it was designed to cut paper and plastic, or Shane said
plastic mainly. Yeah, Paul. There's another issue I'll talk to you about, but they do it well enough, but they're not doing it like uber, like Brian or Shane or Alex or Steve or any of the custom. They're doing it okay.
Are they bigger than custom where they wouldn't be able to?
No. They're custom makers, but but there's one specific brand that I've always had a fondness for over there, until I found out some of their business practices. They're selling things as South African made that aren't.
Which company? Do you mind saying?
Yeah, I'd rather not right now.
Okay, no worries. So they're like assembling in South Africa and having stuff made in China?
I believe it's just 100% made and assembled there.
Paul knows who, law. Yeah, I'm not looking for y'all to drop it unless y'all wanted to.
And that sucks, Paul, because I've always dug his designs and his work, but and I wouldn't even care, because at the price he was coming out for production price, just say, these are overseas made, and then I'm doing mid-techs, because they're not a mid-tech. So you can't say that, that's the price point reason why. So just say they're an OEM made overseas and be done with it, and then do your own customs, your own mid-techs. But yeah, it's
he wasn't
just
transparent about it either.
What's that?
Yeah, Hobo Jack. I see it. He wasn't transparent, I'm guessing. And after seeing Paul's comment, it shows that he wasn't transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does suck. I mean, I think it's one thing, and like for my little Ware Alley P, I realize he makes custom knives and he did that one run of production. But to me, I'm glad to have it. It's a good little knife. Same with my Curtis that Tuya did. Chinese made. But it's all kind of, it's Chinese made. It's not being pushed off as anything else.
So I guess my standpoint on doing like OEM work from a custom maker is if there's a custom maker that I'm trying to, I really want one of their knives, but the books are basically impossible to get onto, and or I can't afford it, and they make a production knife, and it's well made, and I can get it at a decent price, then I can understand it. But if there's a custom maker that you can get on their books, but he's doing get on the books relatively easy, and they're doing OEM work, I don't see a need for that.
Oh, I totally agree. For me, it's not as much because I don't think any of the knives that I've jumped on have been you couldn't get on their books. It's just that the price point is well outside of what I'm comfortable spending. Not that I want a clone price. I mean, because there's still 300 plus knives. It's just they would be 700.
So, like, example, this I've always said this before. I'm a huge Brian Brown fan. This is the Corvus, which is the production version of his Taka, and I'd love to have a Taka, but I don't have $800 to $1,000, and then getting lucky to get on the books, right? Or getting in a lotto or something like that.
Yeah, because his books are almost impossible to get on, right?
Yeah, he does more batches and then puts them up for sale. So, like that, with a carbon fiber inlay or something like that, that's well over $1,000. I don't have that to spend on a Brian Brown right now. So, picking this up, and I didn't pay full retail for this, so I could pick this up at a fraction of the cost of a real Taka. So it serves its purpose for the time being. Hey, Kathleen. Paul, not necessarily, unless is there anything you're looking for particular? Most of the stuff I have that I'd be willing to get rid of is probably not what you would want. It's probably more of inexpensive things. So,
you got any project knives you're working on, Kyle, for you?
Yeah, I just got one that getting scales made for right now. That's going to be, it's been a huge project. It's been 6 months in the works on that one.
It'll be worth it, and it'll be cool when you get it.
Yeah, it'll be the only one like it. It'll be very, very unique. I've got a Pena over there still sitting in pieces that I never put back together. I've got a couple Mannixes that I'm working on for projects that I got parts coming in for still, and then I'm going to send out a couple pieces to get altered. And then, what else? I've got one that I might actually screw around with and try to regrind myself, but
hey, baptism channel member.
Happy That's Friday. About it right now, I think. Hey, Kathleen, how you doing, dear?
What's up, Bob? Shane wasn't looking for a Mannix XL, was he? He likes the regular size Mannix.
Yeah, I know who Mr. Crane is. Yeah, his regrinds are legendary, and he does some pretty cool small fixies. And he did a collaboration with was it Wingman?
Wingman, yeah. Is it Wingman EDC?
Yeah, I think so.
See, I'm so out of the loop on stuff like that. If it's been anything recent, I've missed it.
Yeah.
A lot of the Romettes that guy was selling, I'd never seen before. I mean, I think my focus of knives since I've been kind of taken out of the market has really been constricted. Anyone have an SE5 for a swinging deal? 1931 Leatherworks. We got a new one. It's the first one I've ever seen. That's a big ass knife. Good to see you, Baptism.
So I wish I did, Terry. I'd sell it to you, but I don't.
Anybody got an SE5 out there that they're not using? They're looking to swap around?
I think Terry just goes out in the yard and just cuts down trees in his free time now.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I like to hack stuff up. I've been known to hack up trees in my yard. I will absolutely pull it up and show him your. All right, I'm gonna keep that up. Kyle, you're gonna have to help me look for these knives.
Okay.
I'm still on Paul's page, so let's.
That was one designer, Paul, that I really used to enjoy, and then he just kind of went by the wayside. Was Lucas Burnley? He used to have some cool stuff, but then he just started doing everything with.
Is this the crane right here?
And doing side pops. Yeah, well, I think that's. I can't see it very well, but I think so.
KREIN 2024.
Yeah, it's a crane. That's cool. Yeah, that definitely has Burnley squidish looks to it.
It did. That's what I was going to say. It reminded me of the squid. I couldn't remember the name of it. That CRKT look.
That's cool, man.
Pretty nice though. Very cool. Y'all need to follow Paul. We're going to look through his knives now that we're here. I've got the Dawn. Let's go back up to the top. All right, what do we got here?
The bad thing is with Lucas, he focused so much on selling $600 side pops which are just stupid. I'm like, you have such cool designs. Like, do it with someone worthwhile.
Paul's got your mod needs too.
That's awesome, Terry.
Very legit. Look at the studs on the Shiro. They look great, man.
Sierra, I'm not ready for that yet. I may do it to dick around on some of my own stuff, but I'm nowhere capable of that. I don't have the setup to do it right now. It would be half-assed if I did it. So, and I don't like to do that.
Knives I've never seen before on Paul's page.
I had a Dawn for a little while.
I've got the Dawn V1.
I had the V1 with the full Timascus K on it.
Mine's black with purple hardware.
I sold that. Who did I sell? I sold it to Dougie.
I like that Olamic. I don't know which one that is.
Which one?
That Olamic up top.
That looks like either a Swish or 247.
I want a little whippersnapper.
Or no, maybe I might be a Rainmaker. Some of those bigger ones, they all kind of blend together.
And that's a Brian reblade on the Demco, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Wayfarer 247.
Tempest knives, downdraft.
D-Metal. He did make those? I did not see that he dropped those. I want him to drop some more. Did he drop more Sages? Because if he did, I may have to.
That's gorgeous. Now, which one's that? Which CKF's that? Which Evo? It looks smaller.
It looks like a 2, possibly. It's either 2 or 4.
But yeah, y'all follow D-Metal. That's the Tri-Stash. That's the budget one, right? Or the more budget that doesn't have the push through. Yeah.
D-Metal. I just looked, man. The ripples are already sold out for the Sage. Shit. Those ripples are fantastic.
That acid washing looks awesome. It looks like a Pelican to me. And I can't get past the stash on the pivot. That's a cool little knife. A Moorish Mini Mariner.
Yep.
Never heard of her. There's a Dixon.
I don't even have a Sage right now, but I would have bought the scales right now because I would like to get a Sage, but that sucks that they sold out already. I didn't know they were dropping today. I'm glad that he's making stuff for other knives too.
See, I've never seen any of those knives, and I'll see them on Paul's page, and they're just like, remind me how big this universe is and how little of it I occupy.
Go back to that one you just on. Paul, do you still have that Lankovsky, and do you like it? That's
Which
the
one's
top
that?
one.
The
The
top
very
one?
top one.
Looks like a Spyderco, but I know it's not. I love the blade.
Yeah, that's the
Is it a slip joint or a liner lock?
no, it's a liner lock. It's cool though.
And these are those are Mad 10, I mean Luke 10 Texas. Those are cool knives. I got to check one of those out at Blade Show when we went to our Kaiser dinner.
Yeah, Paul's got a thing for Morsches, and I've sharpened a couple of his.
That guy had one of those little Spydercos. I think this one, what was it called? We didn't buy it.
That's the best. Hang on a second. That is the best autocorrect we've seen in the chat tonight.
I can't
in a
see
while. I highlighted it for you.
Let me go back here.
Is that a baptism? I love it.
They're great knives, Paul. I love the knife. I reviewed the V1. My OCD, the stash and the pivot, not ever being able to center it to my liking would drive me crazy. And it's totally doesn't have anything to do with the operation of the knife. But Paul's got some rare. I assume these are rare because I've never seen them before.
The bottom's a Morse. The middle is a custom Ferrum Forge, and the top, I forget what the top one is.
Is that a stud coming off the size of it, or is that some weird hole?
It's three different circles in the hole.
Yeah, it's playing an optical illusion on me. Ooh, there's Aurelia.
Yeah, I think it's a Satu reblade on that.
I really want one of those bad.
They're great.
Yeah, I mean, what a great knife.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Knife.
Never seen either of those. My sheath should be ready from Joe pretty soon. I love the little hands.
Yeah.
Y'all go follow Paul. Here, I'm going to drop him in the chat again. For those of you who missed it earlier.
Hang on one second. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm coming back. Illuminati, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome to Friday Night Flicks. We were chilling, looking at knives. I was playing with my Brian Brown because Kyle was playing with his. I've got a Raptor that I got from Smoky Mountain Knife Works when it was on sale. I've got my my Jaeger M, which is one of my top fives. This is right up there. I mean, if I've got not my top most valuable, but I've got I need to do a video on my top 5 knives because number 1 is definitely my field duty, but this is in the top 5. I don't know where it falls, but I love this knife. Love it. Top one's a Satu reblade. I'm behind. Homer, what's up, channel member? Homer Fleetus.
What's up, Homer?
Good to see you, buddy. I just put out the live for Sunday, 4:00. Stop by, say hi. But yeah, this is in my top 5 too, my Jaeger M. I've got the Raptor, but I like this knife immensely better.
Yeah. The only thing I dislike about the Jaeger is the handle is about a half an inch too short. I wouldn't even care if the blade to handle ratio was off, but it's just that back part right there that bothers the hell out of my pinky. I can't.
Does your pinky go back there? Where do you hold yours? See, I hold mine right there.
Well, even there, if I've got one finger up there, it's still right on that.
I don't come back that far. My hand must be smaller. Mine's But yeah, I mean, I haven't done a ton of cutting to where I see if it's got a hot spot. I know my Medfords, my hinderers, that jimping is definitely noticeable when you cut a lot of shit. You can feel a hinder in your hand. I can, but I've got sissy boy hands.
I can't on that. On the 24 doesn't. There's no hot spot on there for me at all, because that's a pretty good size handle.
That's a nice knife. Paper Tiger EDC, welcome, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. Jeffrey Dawson, what is up, channel member? Welcome,
What's up,
welcome.
And I don't have any on my Eclipse.
You too, Paul. Keep posting cool stuff, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in.
There's nothing on there on the Eclipse.
What are you playing with?
It's Paul's bedtime. I said I was checking the Eclipse. There's no hot spot on that one either.
Yeah, my Eclipse it's just a little thick. How thin have you sharpened yours? Like I wouldn't use this to cut cardboard.
Well, this is a reground.
Was anybody looking for mini Arius flipperless, or was somebody looking for full size? Because they're in stock in a couple of places.
Yeah, that's reground. So it's very thin behind the edge.
Yeah, mine's not. I wish it was.
Actually, both mine.
Ooh, Jeffrey got the 3.25 hinder today. It's nifty. Sweet. I'm curious how it would compare in size to my Jurassic.
That's reground too. The 24.
Very nice. Did Brian do those for you or somebody else?
Satu did my Eclipse, and this one was done by John BGM.
PNW Fun Stuff. Welcome, brother.
I got it. That came that way when I got it.
Well, I was surprised to see the mini Arius in stock. Yep, in stock and stay in stock. Yeah, DLC is the only one you chase. I don't blame you. I've got my mini, and it's enough. It kind of it quelled my Arius bug. I mean, I might trade for one down the road, but I'm definitely not gonna look for one. The Roosevelt's probably next on my list down the road. I haven't seen one of those come through the store.
I can't get into them.
Yeah, a lot of people can't, and I can understand it. I saw somebody down one of the YouTube groups posted they bought that Spyderco with the cutout frame that I can't get into.
Was it the Edgerati or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's the one that just came out, right? It's all cut out. The frame is. I don't know why I went from rose.
Looks like a Gerber pear frame.
Exactly, like a Gerber pear frame.
Yeah, those are ugly as hell.
Yeah, I think I saw it. Let me check something real quick. DLT. I think that's where I saw it.
I've had enough Rosies in hand that I can't get behind them. I just don't like them. They feel blocky. They feel plain. Like I said before, I like the XL better than I did the regular size Rosie. I wish there was one slightly in between the two of them.
See, when I first saw it, I did not see the value in it. And then when Lord Needham sent me one to check out, I could have bought it or the Lamia, and I swung toward the Lamia. So here's some mini Ariuses in stock: a flipper and 2 flipperless, 3 flipperless.
Do you have a DLT link?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
I do. But they're also somewhere else. I saw them somewhere else. Maybe it was Blade HQ.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say then.
I wasn't doing it to throw my link out there, Goob.
Okay. Well, I was just making sure. So Ariuses have really bad resale value right now. So there's no reason to spend. What were those new? What was the
$800?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't trying to sell it. No.
You can get them for sub $500 all day long.
Where are they? Where do you find them? Are they on Blade Binge?
I don't know.
Probably.
I don't support Blade Binge.
But I would think that would be a good. That would be a good. I was just seeing if. Hold on a sec.
Let me.
I'll let you share, but I'm gonna go to Blade Binge real quick. All right, there's 670 at Blade HQ, 1670 raw, and that's a mini.
This was
855.
This was 10 days ago. It sold immediately, but they had a non-flipper.
Well, let me stop sharing. Share me what you're looking at, because I'm curious where you find these values. I need to find
just
that.
on Knife Swap. There is a mini Arius non-flipper for 415.
Pull that up and just share it. Show us what it looks like, unless it's sharing privileged information. If you dox yourself by showing it.
Let me get there 1 second.
It looks gorgeous compared to the 3-inch and the 3.5. Because I've got several 3. Well, I got 1 3.5 and 2 3s.
Well, that one's down right now. Let me see.
Does it show you pictures and stuff?
No, I just said the picture taken down because it sold, so that's why I'm trying to.
Now, but is it like a message board?
Yeah, it's on Knife Swap.
I just never been to Knife Swap.
They got a carbo tie one, which is extremely expensive. Their table on those was like $1,400. The guy's selling for like $900.
Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, let me grab that.
I'm just curious what a listing looks like on.
Well, this is just the pictures. So there's the video of the knife. That's got the carbo tie inlays.
Oh, it's inlaid. It's not. That's very nice. And that's so he's like 600 off the table.
Yeah. The one before that was, let's see. Mini Goblin just sold for 500.
Yeah, Mini Goblins have been sitting. I would think they're very much a buyer's.
Mini Arius 535. Brand new in box, factory condition.
Oh, look, Blade Binge has got the M390. Yeah, Blade Binge is a joke. Isn't this the same knife you just showed me? I'm about to share it with you. Is this the same knife you just shared with me?
Carbo tie?
It says bright wash with polished flats, aqua blue twill inlay.
No, it's different.
It's $16.99, but it's got a polished blade. Does that make it more?
That will make it more, but the material, that twill is much cheaper than carbo tie. Carbo tie is expensive.
That's the only Arius on Blade Binge.
Bob, they're pretty good about it for the most part, and especially if you can get called out for that stuff. So that, I mean, at least they have some sort of rating system where you can. I just saw I'm not going to say where, but I just saw on a Discord recently a clone that got posted as a new one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that a good price on a skiff? $14.95, or is that high?
That's a little bit above table, I think. Well, it depends on which model. They go from like 12 on up. I love those.
Asylum L Max. The Asylum.
Yeah, those skiffs are those are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
No feet, Luke.
The only reason I like Blade Binge, I have bought knives there before. I've never had success selling a knife there, but I just like seeing what's up there. I don't know why. It's kind of voyeuristic. Here's a
Javon,
northern.
You got a Malibu?
I do.
Well, look what Dawson just said. If you got a Malibu, they're basically the same as the 3 1/4, but just the 3 1/4 is taller.
Size wise?
Yeah. Bob, I agree it's a little high, but at least that's a knife that very few are made and they're hard to get. So I don't have a problem with that. The material of the twill is so much cheaper than the carbo tie material, though.
The Malibu seems the same length as my 3.0.
What are you saying? Because he's got one of each.
Yeah.
Because it's the same length. The 3.25 is taller, though.
Northern Mountain Chop 2, $105. I don't know where people are finding these Chop 2s that aren't on the tube. Devos, lanyards, yeah. What's that? Oh, that's just a shipwrecked. There's a Chris Reeves large Sabenza, $539. That's not a bad price for a box elder, is it?
What is it?
A Chris Reeves large Sabenza,
No, how much?
$539.
It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible.
I mean, I realize there are a little bit of fees, right? I think it's, I can't remember if it's
that's still not that's not your issue.
Not a
as
bro
buyer.
price.
Yeah, it's not your issue as a buyer. So
Arno Bernard, $350 slip joint.
Knife Nut. It's a good one, man. I love them.
There's a $900 flashlight. Holy shit. What's an MCF?
I can't see. What is it?
MCF MK135 triple emitter, some flashlight for $900. I can't imagine unless it shot gold out of it. Or
I mean, there's a lot of those custom flashlights are 500 plus, and then you get into some like you get into like the Hankos and all those. I mean, you're well over 1,000.
All right, I'm getting ready to get off here. Ansco Toko. What's the hell's that for $1,200? I've never heard of that brand.
I don't know what that is, P&W, but nice, Luke.
Have y'all heard of Anzo Toko?
Yeah, that's Jen's Anzo. That's one of his customs.
Oh, so Anzo's Toko that's the name of the knife?
Yeah, Toko is the name of the knife.
Okay.
You know who Jen's Anzo is, right?
Yeah, I know who Jen's Anzo is. I just did not put the two together. Riot Tiger for $850. That seems high for a Riot knife, but I don't know because I'm out of the loop. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm just curious to see what
you mean, Luke?
Golden Design Works. I like those knives.
Yeah.
I've never experienced one, but that's where that push through frame lock comes from. That button lock frame or whatever. Frame button, but I like that blade shape. $215. I'd buy it if I had $215. I guess it's nah, it's all right. We're getting off here. We're gonna go to the bottom. Hinderer full track. S45, $575. That's like table price because I think those list for $575. I don't think the full tracks are $425, are they?
Full tracks are a little bit more.
Yeah, I think they're $525. But anyway, that's a pretty knife. I've liked the full track. I like that Warncliffe. My little half track's kind of small. All right, we're out of here. Dimco's. Holt Blade Works. I don't hear much about them anymore. That used to be all the rave when I first got into the knife community. The Holt Haptic. That's a Morpheus. Y'all remember the Holt Haptics?
Yeah. They're okay. They're just kind of plain. I mean, they look cool, but
flippers. I mean, at some point, flipper only.
That one's got good milling on it, but a lot of them are just kind of plain. I'm not really
Is the Morpheus bigger than the Haptic? It's just a different design. I just don't remember.
I don't know their entire lineup. I couldn't tell you.
I think the haptic was slimmer, like a slimmer knife.
Yes, Luke, that's who Hank is. That's what one of his sites that he runs out of. But that's not the same as what the brand I was talking about.
There's an expensive Jaeger. What's a BBK?
It's Brian Brown Knives Jaeger.
But this one's got Damasteel or something on it. Why is it so expensive? It's not a custom.
I can't even see it.
It's not lit. It's not the pictures aren't blowing up. Let's see what it says. Bowling Brian Brown frame lock. Damasteel. So it must just be China, country of origin. So this is just
one for it.
$635.
That's asinine.
For Damasteel.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think so too. Shaman for $210. Sabenza small $675. That's high.
Bob, I agree with that. I'm not a fan of Machine Wise, but they're kind of like they're same boat as Holt. They're not as exclusive as what they used to be. Mr. Hinder himself is here. Thank you, Josh. $5.95 for full treks.
$5.95, sweet. So it's like $50 off. I like that version of the North Mountain Blade Dwyer, that Joker carbon fiber and the smooth tie. It's not as much as a pant shredder. That's $300. All right. But yeah, Blade Binge. I sent that kid. There's a Brian Nadeau mini arch nemesis. Metal Complex's favorite knife.
Yep.
$2,000. That one's probably worth it though, isn't it?
I mean, they're cool knives. I mean, they're not my style, but
from a rarity,
that's not far off.
All right, what else we got? See, I get sucked in. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to stop. There's some more skiffs. Skiff Asylum.
Bob, I hear good things about the was it the Mojave, the frame lock? I've not held one, but I've had the Sonora in, and it was, in my personal opinion, it was kind of junky, and it was very overpriced for what you get.
What's Didya Hurricane? Ooh, look it. Let me zoom.
Ooh, there you go.
That's just a weird little anno pattern, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing fancy there. It was nice having Dopey on the other night, walking around Huntsville. There's an Umnazon. Somebody was looking for an Umnazon. I think it was my buddy A to Z, but that's expensive. 600 is expensive for that.
Yeah, it's a little bit above. I mean, that's pretty much retail. They're $550 to $600.
Are they?
Yeah.
I've got a guy. I think what's the other one? You got the Sabenza, the Umnazon, and the what?
Nkosi.
I think it's the Umnazon that he's wanting to trade me that he bought for $4.25 from Tate. And he's wanting to trade it to me for something. He hadn't even told me what. And I'm thinking,
I mean, to each their own, but it didn't feel, I mean, it did feel more premium, but not by much comparable to like a Malibu. And at that price point difference, it's pretty crazy.
Which one are you talking about, Kyle?
Talking about the Sonora.
Oh,
I mean, I get that they're obviously different materials as far as how they're made and stuff, but just in hand, how it felt, and also on stone, it was not overly impressive.
You ever seen a GFG?
And definitely not worth the money. Like if you were to buy one, you need to be at 40% off or more to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, I would say I think it's a great time to be a knife buyer. That's not cheap, is it? 215 is kind of high for American Blades. Worth Slippy or not?
Yeah. Those are 150 to 160 new.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that one's new. I guess he's just taking advantage of. See, I used to go in. I don't do it anymore, but I used to go in and message people when they were just getting out of line. There's a McNeese flat, 475. Union's for 600. McNeese Swerve for 495.
That's what I've got. The Swerve.
Yeah, that's a pretty pattern. We've got one of those in stock.
That's high because they've gone down significantly recently in value
Because of just the saturation of the market in general.
Yeah, for how many they've got out, and now the Dixon being more of the item, they've gone down in desire.
I think that's a cool knife. I don't know if I'd like the way it felt, but I've always thought it was cool. That Hawk Talon.
Yeah.
Have you handled one of those, Kyle?
I've not had a Talon. I've had the Deadlock in though, and it definitely was. They were expensive as all get out, but it definitely was impressive the way it felt in hand.
Well, you can tell talking to that guy that he is very much into what he does. He's very much a nerd, and I can appreciate that. All right, I'm out of here. Devo Fireball, RKT, K-Bar.
Knife nut. That's awesome. I've heard good things, but I've not had one come through yet.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Yeah, I'd love to see that 3.2 Hindra. Where are they on USA Made Blades? Have they dropped yet? I guess they have. Hey.
Okay, hang on. I got pictures to show you.
Show. Oh, sweet. Jeffrey sent you some. Awesome.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Let's see if I can. How can I do that?
They got a lot of warning half tracks. Ooh. They got an XM18 Skinner. 3.5 inch.
Is that not pulling? Hang on 1 second.
You got to open the picture on your.
I've got it. There you go.
There you go.
No, I was trying to make it so that wasn't showing my text message. I was just trying to get the picture out of there.
That's a 3.2 Jurassic XM18 clips, and then the 24.
24. Yep.
So the 3 would probably fall in.
Probably right about the same as the 3 1/4. Well, and I've got more pictures. Give me a second to get to them.
That's a sweet collection right there, brother. Tangled up in blue, as Bob Dylan would say.
It says the Morpheus is between the Lamia and the mini Arius. So let me do this. Here you go, Javon.
Okay, so we got a. Is that a mini? That's a mini Arius, right? Next to the Morpheus, or is that not? Nope, that's Lamia. Yep.
Yeah, so you got Rosie, mini FSD, Lamia, Morpheus, mini Arius, and mini Goblin.
Gorgeous. Is that carbon fiber on the Arius, or is it just a cool tie?
On the Arius?
No, on the Oz.
No, that was tie.
Okay, it was just tie.
Yeah, and then hang on, let me get to this one.
Derek, he's sharing Jeffrey's pictures, I think. I don't think those are Kyle's.
No, these are not mine. I'm not that
Look at that clip point half track and that 3.2. That's awesome, dude. That's perfect size. Damn it. Where'd you pick it up, Jeffrey? And Jason Grant's Gripper 2 should hit the site any day now. And I'm waiting for Peter to send me the one to review.
I absolutely love when they do the Bowies or the non-warnies and the half track and full track. It just makes the knife look
so unique. Much. They've got some XM18 skinners if anybody's interested on USA made blades, and that's a really cool blade shape. I've got a 3-inch. Let's see, 3.2 Rick Hinder knives. Where else is it?
5-door.
What's up?
What's up, Clifford?
Oh, wow. So they're available on Rick's site. Anybody who's wanting to be like Jeffrey.
Oh, hang on.
Look at all the available buy nows.
Knife Nut. I've not tested the new ones, but they have changed. So it's not what they used to be. So they have upped it, and it's supposed to be much better. I don't know that it's perfect, but it's supposed to be much better. So that's going by claim. I've not tested it yet, but just FYI, it's not the same as it used to be where it was absolute junk. And Derek, no, I don't wear those pants, buddy.
Overall length 7.5. All right, let me do something with my tape measure real quick. 7.5. A 3.0 is 7 even. 7 even on my 3.0. So you got spear points on Rick's site. Work and finish, battle bronze, all S45.
You know what would be ideal? The 3.25 battle black S45 and the aggressor blade.
Ooh.
Full tie.
Yeah, full tie, one black tie scale. That would be awesome.
I like the JVA personally, 5-door.
This is the one that I find so sexy. Hold on. Boom. I don't even know if y'all go to USA Made Blade much. I don't, but so if we go to Hinder.
You're so needy, Bob.
Look at this little guy right here. That's a skinny too.
I had that in the 3-inch.
I've got the 3-inch Skinner.
Got rid of it.
You didn't like it?
No.
Didn't like the size or didn't like the blade?
Didn't like the size.
Yeah, I've got.
I traded that to Cole, and then I think he ended up turning around and selling it to Brant, and Brant had it for a little bit.
Brant's probably still got it.
Who knows?
Where'd all my comments go?
They're there.
What's up, Cliff? They're not on there. They just came back. I think I get laggy.
Bob with a face like that, I can't blame her.
Yeah, there's my little Skinner. That's the only one I can't get a tie scale for because it's battle black.
They do tie scales for those battle blacks occasionally.
They're hard to find. I even talked to them at Blade Show, and they said they do it occasionally.
I sent you a link to that not long ago. They had it in stock.
For a 3-inch?
Yeah. They had them for everything. They did an entire run of Battle Blacks.
And the one I carry the most is my XM18, but it's the worst blade shape, the Spanto.
Yeah, I don't like that blade shape.
Me neither. But, you know, it was my first
Still
real
cool
size
knife.
tender. Yeah, cool knife. I wonder if you can do blade swaps on these. Oh, I guess you could.
Not through them.
No, not through them, but if you like did it yourself.
You'd be better off doing would be paying the money and send it to Dave and get a reblade.
That's he could probably make one, couldn't he? That's what's scary.
He's done reblades.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
I thought he was focusing just on his knives now.
He might be, but I know he's done reblades. But like he did, Dawson's got a reblade of a Chris Reeve.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, USA Mayblade sold out in seconds when they had the full tie Battle Blacks.
Jeffrey, I wanted that two-tone that they came out with about 3 weeks ago, but they only did it in the package of the full tie or the full track and the half track.
And the half track. Here's a blast from the past.
That full track was absolute perfection. Like I loved that knife, but I just couldn't see
getting two for two.
Yeah, and it just I didn't have the money for that, but two, it just didn't seem like. I like that two-tone look though. That was gorgeous.
Derek, wishing you luck, brother. Hang in there, my man. Head up. You remember this knife, Kyle?
Luft.
Yeah, the Luft Concept, their first one. They're making some weird stuff now, some hawk bills and shit. I'd say Lefty won that war, if there was a war.
I don't think there was.
No, there wasn't. I'm just joking. I'm just saying in putting out and starting a knife company. I don't think Luft's done that much. But maybe they weren't out to do that much.
They did that. They did the RWB. They tried doing the full USA made version that didn't work. And then I don't know where I kind of lost track.
They've got a couple of, let me go to their page. Luft Concept. Let's see what they got.
Stevie knows those guys.
Oh, their fixed blade was kind of odd looking. They do have some new stuff out that I've not seen in a while. Let's see. Let's go to the accessories, bundles, models.
I like the
oh yeah, it's the quad. Here you go. These are the new shapes I was talking about. They have done some new stuff. I just haven't been in the know. But like this one right here, this Quattro, I saw it on Instagram. The Q2RO. But it's an axis lock.
It kind of looks. Go back up a little bit. The one on the right kind of looks like a Strix a little bit.
Kind of does.
I like the blade shape on the left though.
Yeah, that little hawk bill.
That's hot. But
crossbar lock though. Why?
Can't get off that crossbar lock.
What we got here? Blade Steel D2. This must be a budget one they did. And yeah, I'm not into the bar lock. I mean, everybody's doing bar locks. They're not bad. They're probably a better, and I wasn't crazy about their fixie either. I don't know if y'all can see this.
It's all right.
It's not bad. It's just tall.
I don't want that. I like the RWB, but the price on the RWB was outrageous though.
Manufactured.
That was overseas made, correct?
Yeah, China.
Yeah, those were like $4.25.
Riot knives. Yeah, it is a pretty knife though. You're right.
I dig it, but it was way overpriced. But hell, look at what the price of some of these ones that are coming out now. That's insane. Like I don't care of what the manufacturing level is, and they could be phenomenal. But what's that new company, Pokilo or whatever it is?
Poquito or something. It's just
they're constantly $500 to $800. They're using some of the better materials and stuff, but I don't care. I'm not paying that from over there.
Me neither. And White Mountain Knives, that's a good place to get a gauge for some of those weird brands. I like to look at what they've coming in new. And like, if you go here, let's find a Poquito. And that's still the one that I do not understand for the life of me is that, not Pyrotech.
Yeah,
What's it
the
called?
Pyrotech Kraken.
Yeah, the Kraken. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're selling any of those.
Yeah, it's insanely priced. Speaking of which, you know how their handles are magnetic, right?
Yeah.
That new MBK that came out, the one that I love the look of it, that Futura, it just dropped, and it's doing the same thing with the handles.
Really?
But you get 3 sets of handles included for $250. I just don't care for the way that those handles attach, so I've kind of said no thanks. And I if it was a solid handle, I probably would have bought a Futura.
You think the magnets would be a little rattly, or just doesn't seem?
I don't like the idea of it, and I want something solid. What's up, Bobo?
Kung Wu's are over 300, which I don't remember them being that high in the past.
Oh yeah, Kathleen, that probably. But I think people just hop on trends and try to ride it until it falls off and get to the next one.
I was trying to find that Potico. Maybe I found it.
It's
I think it was on Blade HQ. I think it might have been on Blade HQ. Hold on. I was surprised by the amount of knives that were like, here's a Vosteed for $300.
Yeah, no thanks.
Anchor lock.
That's ridiculous.
I kind of agree. I kind of have to agree
that's absolutely insane.
Do you think it's tariffs? Do you think anything's?
No, it's not. It's because we've allowed them to do that.
And Concepts 189. I'll find a nicer Concept. Concept keeps their prices, I think, as fair as anybody's. CRKT 249. What? Isn't that Columbia River Knife Makers?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just, again, I guess, has the prices just gone up on stuff, or these just happen to be? And I was trying to find, because I just looked at the prices.
That'd be cool, Dawson. It'd be interesting to see what they put out.
Quito.
You know, you can search by brand, right?
I know. I'm about to do that. Here's those Concepts with a little hawk bill. Where did we just see that? Didn't we see the QTRO and what's this fuck's page?
Yeah.
Luft?
Yeah.
Luft Concepts is the designer.
Also is a collab.
So it's a collab. Yeah.
But no, not even collab. I'd say
licensing deal.
Yeah.
I've got one of these coming, a frame lock Fenrir. I've always liked that style. That's a
I like the blade shape.
But all right, what do we call it? The Potico? Do we know how to spell that?
No. POK. Or POLK.
Poquito. Let's just see if it'll help me. No.
It's either POK or POLK. POIK. Excuse me. Thank you, Roman.
Say what now? Is it? POIK.
POIK.
Poquito. And I've seen that one. That one's science fiction bullshit.
I mean, the idea that's cool, but it's very obviously it's clearly impractical, and it's more of a fantasy put it on your shelf type of thing.
They had other knives too, though. Let's go to
which I could care less what materials it's made out of for that. But the engineering behind it's cool. I never own it though.
But yeah, $450 for that. Bowler M398. Integral.
Nice Roman.
Yeah, 450 is high. 500.
Yeah, but 450 is like the low end for them.
Well, it's about 4 to 5.
I mean, they got a lot that are above 5 though.
Man, what freaks me out is Bally songs are so expensive everywhere. Oh yeah, if you get into these weird ones.
Look at the Gecko. These are so that's their go-to.
The Gecko. $390. That's like a basic Kaiser Blade series.
Yeah, there's
$398, 7 1/4. That's crazy.
Hang on, what's the blade steel supposedly?
$398.
M398.
M398. Frame lock. Looks very basic.
Yeah. You're right. It does. It looks like a Kaiser or a Kubi or.
What's the where's the hype coming from? I mean, what puts them on the map?
They do some wild designs, and they're able to, and they actually use some crazy materials on some of their stuff. But you pay for it. The price is ridiculous, but they make some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I give them that. I've just never heard of them, and it's odd for a company to come in on the high side. You know, usually they'll weasel their way in.
Well, I don't think that was their target market. They were coming into. Okay, I know we've always said it, and I'm not going to harp on it, but they're marketing, so they're trying to hit a demographic with a certain type of brand because that's not a new company that Joe and Bob started out of their garage and just created a new company. That's a subsidy of another company. So they're just creating a new level of knife.
Right. Like a luxury line or an LX or an EX line of whatever their company is.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard to keep up. Because I found out that Blade HQ owns.
Well, that's on purpose too, John.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely on purpose. I mean, every time you see a new knife brand pop up from over there, again, think about it. They're not just opening up their own businesses over there like that.
Right. It's not like somebody here. Major Powell, welcome, brother, channel member. Tell me what knife you're pining over lately. I have been pining over really nothing directly, but I'm going to give you a man hug, so you're going to have to just sit tight and y'all plug your ears. I've been pining over nothing just hardcore. It's just burning at me. How about you, Kyle?
No, I don't need anything, and that's kind of what it comes down to nowadays. It's if I don't need it, I'm not buying it unless it's a crazy deal. So I think now I'm getting to the point where I don't have a ton, but I got enough where if I want something new, something's going to have to leave. I just want to keep it where it's roughly at.
That's kind of the way I've looked at it. Trading is the way to go, but I think it's because I'm not watching as much as I used to be because I'm not in that buying mindset.
Same.
So I'm not seeing the stuff that goes, that really strikes my. I'll tell you the one. Is it BEDC who's got a knife coming out with Tuya? It looks really good.
Okay.
Let me see if I can
He's
find
got a knife coming out. I don't really care for it, but
I like it because it looks different. It is, to me, it looks. Let me see if this is it, Brian.
I also don't really care about knives much anymore. And it's the only thing that I want are things that are out of my price range, like in certain customs and stuff. So it's like I don't really. There's not much production wise that excites me.
I just think that's kind of unique looking. I like the sharp corners. I kind of like that knife.
I'm happy for Brian.
I mean, I'm going to get one, but I think it's very good. Very good looking.
Go back. Oh.
Let me go back to the picture we were just looking at.
Either one. I something about it. I don't know.
Does the handle look out of proportion or something, or is it just the blade?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the blade shape looks way too small for the handle size. And the handle just looks like, because, I mean, it is what it is, but it looks like every Devo / Chinese knife coming out with that half bolster.
Right, carbon fiber.
Yeah, QSP, whatever. They all look the same.
I can get behind that. I mean, there's a lot more similarity.
What's up, Kevin?
And again, this is a licensing deal.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I want the best for Brian. I have no qualms against Brian. To me, it's kind of blah. And everyone has their own. Cool. But I'm also, again, I told you earlier, I'm not looking at production eyes right now. So that isn't
right. So it's, and that's not anything against Brian. It's just where you are right now and what you're looking at. I get it.
Yeah.
That's just one that caught my eye because I'm trying to think of just the last knife that caught my eye. I may be trading for another GEC. That one I showed you a couple of weeks ago that guy I work with has. I'm thinking about trading the new reimagined TRM bolt with a bigger opening hole. Sierra Rick, I did not. Is it on their IG or is it? Let's see. I love that about TRM that they'll just listen to their peeps. Let's see what we got here. Let's look at TRM shit. I love TRM. I know a lot of people aren't all that fired up about them, but I've always been since Subex Scooter turned me on to them. Look at the Ultima Shadow.
Yeah. Ellis, are you still here? I hate Ultima.
Look at that DLC tag along.
Yeah, Major, that was cool to see him get funded for that.
I saw that the other day. I thought that was cool. Some frag. Where in the world? I know. Is that the bigger hole? Revision B. No, that's Revision B. Good knives.
I only have I only have one knife with any frag on it anymore, and it's not a full frag. It's more of a crosshatch pattern.
Frag's tough on your hands and on your pants, man. I mean, big time.
I'm not a big fan of it. It got played out quick too. It was on everything there for a while.
And you got the deep frag, the lower. I like a softer frag. I don't mind it as much, but you're right. It is played out. I like the swervy lines on the McNeese. It's probably the coolest pattern I've seen.
Like those are that's more I call a kind of a crosshatch. It's a frag, but it's not a frag. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't look at that as a frag. I look at that like you said, a
And
crosshatch.
it's fairly soft. It gives it texture to hold, but it's not like going to rough up your hands or your pants or anything like that.
Jeffrey, the bulldog and the shadow, or that river lock is you're just dealing with the bar lock. I totally get it. The Neutron is probably my favorite Neutron frame lock. Then the Atom. I like the Nerd too. It's a good little guy. I don't carry a lot of fifth pocket knives, but I can carry a small knife in my main pocket, and get by with it. Well, there's not a lot of times where I'm just saying, "Gosh, I wish I had a longer blade." That conversation doesn't get had with myself much. The Lizard's awesome. And TRM's milling is top notch. Go ahead, Kyle.
I saw a unique Lizard today. It was the one that was done by the Mike Erie, the regrinds. He did that with the Lizard, and it was full DLC. It was pretty cool.
Really? Now the DLC is it sprayed on after you do the milling?
Yeah.
It's applied afterwards?
Yeah.
I got the Azula Eldorado. What's that? Azula. Oh. Dorado. Vanex Black. Ooh. That's an interesting knife. Holy shit. Is yours a fixed blade, Kevin? Is this it? This is a badass $700 knife. In Van X sold out.
What was that?
That is the Azula Bladeworks Heldora. And I'm trying to see blade length 3.5 handle. Miguron knives is the OEM. Is there a fixed blade?
Whoa! You said $700?
97.
Oh, they said not. They said 700. That's why I was like, what?
No.
Then you said Miguron. I was like, whoa, back up.
DLT. Azula. I like DLT. They're my homies.
That's not bad. I wish ProTech would start doing more manuals. I could get behind them more if they were doing more manuals.
Did you see their latest collaboration?
Thank you, Kevin. I make sure I wasn't hearing things.
They've got a manual coming out. It's a new collaboration. Have you seen it?
With who?
With Sean.
Sean who?
Sean Elsmore.
Who the hell?
That name doesn't ring a bell? That's the guy that was on Lefty's Live, who came out with the Civivi last month, and did the Peace Neighbor. He's an actor. He's in
oh God.
He's in the Avengers, but this is his knife. No, that's a Chavez. I'm sorry. That's not his. Hold on. Let me show you the one he's doing. It's a manual.
I haven't seen the Avalon.
This one right here.
Hang on.
See that?
Don't move it. Don't move it. I want to zoom in.
I'm not. It's a manual. 154 CM.
They need to change up their materials, but that's not bad.
It's not bad, but you know, he's a brand new guy. Peace Neighbor. I don't know how he would have gotten in there.
I like the shape. I don't care for the milling on the handles.
Yeah, it looks cheap. It looks very Civivi.
Yeah, and it because of how it's done, it almost looks like gray G10. Um, I don't mind the blade. I
It's
really
this
don't.
guy right. It's this guy right here.
I know who you're talking about now, but
You
yeah,
remember him on Lefty's Live, and see he did the
I don't
Civivi.
remember seeing him on Lefty's Live, but
Yeah, he was when he
I
first.
remember someone hearing about him. But
Very nice guy. He started this Peace Neighbor, which is
yeah, he told that story before. It doesn't really do anything for me, but the
Holly Weird. But he seemed like a nice guy. Kind of turning into EDC stuff.
yeah, I don't. It doesn't really ring my bell. I like the blade's fine, but I don't like the handle at all.
The
Drizzy,
boss,
what's up, dude?
I showed it to the
But,
guy. Go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay. I'm just gonna say 5-door. It may be silly, but it's okay. I mean, it's
That was the objection that the guy that buys for us said he didn't like the compound grind on the blade. He didn't think it made sense being higher in the back. It seems like it does to me. I don't know.
it wasn't higher in the back. It was lower in the back. It was thinner in the back than it was the front.
I think it was taller. Hold on.
Because when you like what was that one that everyone was going crazy for, the Voss T BS one? That
It's taller in the back.
Go back.
I'm sharing it to you right now. Let me get to it. Boom, boom, boom.
All right, hang on.
The flat grind.
In the very back, closest to the heel, that looks like that is cut in lower than what is in the front.
Oh, lower in terms of, yes, it's more hollow, but it goes up high is what I was talking about.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about, you can't see because I'm using my cursor like I'm an idiot on my screen, but yeah, if you go to where the thumb studs are, so put your cursor on the thumb studs,
I got it.
and you go straight down to the plunge.
Yeah.
That is the hollow, and that's narrower than what up towards the tip is.
It's thicker. Yeah.
Correct.
I was just talking about that's taller.
That is the way to do a compound like that. The one that Voss T did, that BS one, was
backwards.
Horrible. Yeah, because it was thick in the back and thin up front, which is absolutely asinine.
So you want thick in the front for poking, right?
And for stability on a tip, you don't want to snap it off. And a lot of times, depending upon where you're cutting, you cut with the heel first on like a pole cut.
Yeah, you're making sense. I like the way the blade is very deeply buried in the handle, and I like the fact that it's thumb stud button lock because I love my TR3, except I don't like the look of it, and it's got a thick blade. I mean, I can see how that knife could grow on me. If we get one in, who knows? I might trade for it. That's what I do. If something comes in, I'll play with it for a few days because usually I can get it out of my system. But if it's just something that keeps talking to me, I'll just bring in shit and try to trade for it. That's how I picked up my Gen 3. That's how I picked up my what else I trade down there? My Protec TR3 I traded down there.
See her, Rick. That is a cool knife. It's well worth the money too. But it's definitely designed to be lefty.
Which one's that? Which knife did I miss?
That Tanto that I showed earlier, that South African.
Todd Carr. Oh yeah.
What's up, Toddy?
The one that you were showing that was such a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, $350 for something like that does seem like a great deal, especially when you can see knives from overseas. $350. I know that one's from overseas, but so guess what? You know my THC sodas that I so enjoy on Friday nights? They don't sell them in Alabama anymore. I have to go to Tennessee if I want them.
Oh, poor baby.
I don't want them. I mean, it's just a 20-minute drive if I did. But yeah, it's just crazy that Alabama, they did this thing where on the 31st, it was only going to go to liquor stores. You had to buy it through liquor stores, and they had it capped at like, I think 25%, which is fine. But they didn't issue the liquor stores their license in time. And now it's kind of like tied up. Are they going to ever issue them? So you just can't get them in the state. Kind of a hat trick little thing they did.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I'm not missing
You'll be okay with that.
Absolutely. But it's just, to me, it's crazy that, you know, you can still go get your handle of Crown Royal.
Oh, that's established.
I agree. No harm, no foul. And I am literally 20 miles from Tennessee.
Better than them just selling random gummies to you, or mushrooms gummies to you over the
Bama. Oh, they still sell those. You can get those at the.
I know. My point is, that's way worse than what they're selling in any store, and they can do that all day long.
Oh, I agree. I mean, it's insane. Again, I decided that I didn't like those pretty quick, but because they're research.
You downed a bag in one night.
Yeah, after I ate like 8 gummies. Because again, you don't think you can get something off Amazon that's going to transport you to another dimension. I mean, that wasn't the plan. But Bama sucks for everything. They're very reasonable on their prices, Paul. Now, they're not going to give you, they'll let you walk over $5. I've watched them do that, but that's because they price everything what they consider to be as low as they can sell it. For example, if you go in there to look at a Benchmade, you don't even have to ask, but it's 15% off, and then they pay sales tax, where if you total that up, it's a 24% off of box price. So if you look at $300 Benchmade, I don't do math in my head. Kyle, what's that?
Well, I'm sorry, what was the number?
24% off of, say, $300.
Basically $75.
Yeah. So that's what you save on that. And then their used knives, they're not like bro deals, but they're fairly priced.
Bob, were you not here for that episode? Dude, Bob, I'll have to find that. Javon started off the night eating just a couple of these mushroom gummies he got off Amazon.
Shroomified is the brand.
He thought he was perfectly fine. I hop in.
They were delicious.
He was pretty well buzzed. And then he just kept going, oh, these aren't bad. You need to pop a couple more. And then I was like, well, how many are you supposed to take? And it said, I think he said that three per serving or whatever it was. And that's like at one time. And the next thing you know, he's just like, oh, the bag's empty. He'd kill a whole bag in an entire stream.
I have no memory of that.
Yeah, he was in La La Land. That was a fun night of babysitting.
Yeah, poor Kyle's had to babysit me on more than one occasion, but not too much. He was not fine.
It was not fine.
I know. I've learned though. See, it's one of those things that when you get to be as old as me, your lessons come hard and fast. And that one was hard and fast.
That was still better than the night you went off about the Indian boner pills. God, that was no, hang on. That was so awkward. And you just kept, I'm like, let's move on. You just like 15-minute dissertation. I'm like, I don't care. Like I don't want to hear about it.
I can understand how that would have driven everybody crazy in the chat. But if you could understand me at my situation at the time where I went to my doctor, got a prescription, went to Walgreens and realized, okay, this is expensive as shit, and then to find out that you could get 20 for the price of one, we
don't need to go to it again.
Shazam. No, it just tells me that American pharmaceutical
doorknobs didn't have a chance.
No doubt. I'm talking taking the paint off the doors, dog.
God.
Dr. Drew, dude, what is up, brother?
Yeah, good to see you, man. You're fairly new. You've missed some wild streams over the past couple of years.
I really should have always made my streams private afterwards, but I've never come back and gotten knocked because I hear about people getting nailed for streams from years ago. Love you, Sierra Rick. I'm gonna throw you out just a random man hug because you deserve it, dude. God
Nice.
bless Rocky.
Very good, Todd.
Todd, how's the weather up north? Is it super, super cold up there? Exactly. Play stupid games, get stupid prizes. That is a fact. Yeah, I'm collecting. I'm hoarding stupid prizes. I'm not just collecting them. I'm hoarding them at this point.
Speaking of hoarding stupid prizes, Todd, I've got a huge box finally. I'm gonna send you a message tomorrow and we can work things out. But I got a box big enough for all your stuff now.
What stuff's that? Off the record?
Oh, just stuff he's won or stuff that he's purchased that I've been collecting to put in a box of mail to him.
Sweet.
But every time you get ready to send it, he wins 2 more things. So we got to wait for it to ship here, and then we waited for the holidays, then win something else, and then it just keeps piling up. Dude, he's got a box that's going to be probably every bit of 15 pounds.
Man, I dropped the ball on El Cap Addict, and I feel terrible about it. I had his Sunday winnings boxed up in a brown box, but I just set it over to the side. I did not ship it till Thursday, 12:45 a.m.
Damn it, Dawson, do you want timeout?
I'm sorry, El Cap Addict. I'm usually never that slow. It's on its way. And I threw some extra swag in there, but it's in a brown box. I've got to get some more envelopes.
You're not that slow now that you got pirate ship. You used to be epically slow.
Oh God, dude. I was like panic slow because I had to pack everything up and take it to the UPS store. I don't have to do that anymore. What I need to do though, I do need to order some the small first class boxes.
I told you just go online and do that, right?
I know you did. Dude, I've got to go right now. I've got to go online. I keep getting emails from this new T something. I've got a new vendor or a new merch company instead of the ones that do the shitty shirts. I forget what they're called. Anyway, they sent me a shirt, really nice. I like all their stuff. I just have not gone on and signed up to their platform and tried to change it. I mean, there's so much stuff I need to do just on my YouTube channel that I haven't done because I'm a slow starter. It's just like anything else. I won't do it.
All right, here's a shipping trick, John. When you go on to order your flat rate boxes, and by the way, they went up in price again. By the way, you see that?
The shipping?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Small flat rates are now $9.95.
$9.95.
But here's one trick. Order these. The bubble mailers. They come in a pack of 50 of them. If you're just saying a knife and some small things, you put it in his, roll it up. You can fit this tuck inside a flat rate box. It's all of your padding. You don't have to spend money on padding or on.
And I've had a lot of people ship to me that way, and I wondered why they put that envelope inside there, but that's exactly why.
Yeah, this is absolutely perfect. You can get 50 of them in the thing, and you can order them online with your flat rate boxes.
So they're not charging at all for the boxes. They're just charging for the shipping.
Yeah, the other one is hang on, let me grab one.
And they're serious about those flat rate boxes, guys, because when I first started, before I had Pirate Ship, I had some of those flat rate boxes, and I just put regular labels on them. When I first
they won't ship them.
They came back. Yeah, they use Boomerang. They go out there and fuck around for about 5 days, and then they show back up.
This one, if you're not sending something across the country, if you're sending it within a couple states local, these are a great option too. These are bigger than a small flat rate, but it's still a priority mailbox and they're still free. You can get shipped to you and you can fit more in it. It's
that looks like a small box.
That's what I was going to say. I'll put them side by side. Hang on one second.
Because I've been trying on these. I want to be able to get Richard Fixed Blade in with my. Okay.
There's a difference. But this will hold considerably more. And if you're shipping it close, it's actually cheaper than the small flat rate box. So it'll come into like $8 and something versus the $10.
What are you classifying it as?
You just put it in dimensions. It's a flat rate box, but you just put it in as a normal hard box and then flat rate. I'm not sorry, flat rate. You put it in as a normal mailing box and then the dimensions, and then you ship it as priority, and it comes out cheaper than small flat rate.
Fascinating.
But
Because I'm held up. I've got a bunch of fixed
doing it locally. Like if you're shipping it like across country, it's not cheaper. It's actually more. But if you're shipping something within a state or two, it's better.
Interesting.
But that's what happens for when you ship so much, you learn about different tricks about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've just got to get I think it has to do because like for tomorrow, for example, I have no video ready for tomorrow. I've got an idea of what video I'm going to do, but I've been, I don't know if it's depression or what, but I've been slow to start on everything. I always wait till the last minute. And I used to not be like that. Like a month ago, I had stuff, 4 days out pretty much. Now I'm not as much. I'm kind of like, and then I'll shoot it tonight after my live when Stevie starts. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Kathleen. You can turn those boxes inside out and measure them too. That's a trick.
Or just tape paper over top of them. Like take paper from a printer and just tape white paper over top of them. You can do that too.
Yeah.
But 99% of the time, I just use the small flat rate if I'm shipping because I'm not paying for it. It goes into the cost, and I only charge exactly what it costs to ship it. So it doesn't matter how I ship it to me. So I'm not incurring the cost. It just goes into whatever.
Yeah, I incur mine, but it's a small price to pay. And I'm only doing it once a week, so it's not that big of a deal. I've got to do some random giveaways because Fed Harrison sent me some knives. I ought to do one tonight. What time is it? Hold on a second. Let me look in this box. I'm going to unplug for a sec.
Hey, 5-door. Dawson's got his second 55-gallon drum full of those peanuts and some liquids ready to light on fire for a little, you know what? I'm not going to say it on here.
All right, it's not close. Tuesday night for Insomniac Sit and Spin, we'll do a random Ozark giveaway just for the shit of it. And then I also learned something else. Tuesday nights, there are going to be 2 streams at the same time. So the way that it works is I've been getting all these notifications. Lancelot Leather, what's up, brother? I've been getting all these notices from StreamYard every time I load in. And I'm going to try Tuesday night to do what they call their Mars broadcast, where it puts out a stream in for mobile and it puts out a stream regularly. So the only bad thing is if you're in the mobile stream, you can't chat with people in the other. And if you're in the other, you can't chat with people in the mobile. But I'm going to try it just to see what happens. And I've also got a new rug or sheet back here behind me where that one's kind of old. I've got a new one I've got to hang up back there. I just don't know what I'm going to do that.
Is it going to be a hippie shit like that one?
It is. It's more mushrooms, and it's kind of like got a river going down through it. It was just time for a fresh one.
Gotcha.
But I've got to make it where I climb up there. I'm stoked that Lancelot's working on a sheath for me. I'm in no rush, Joe. Absolutely no rush. But I'm getting that tried and true hooked up.
Nice.
I'm going to plan on using that knife a bit. It's big for me in terms of a daily carry, but I love it. Tip.
Whoa, what the?
That was Tippy walking across the soundboard. Sorry. I hope that didn't blow y'all's ears out. Bonk, bonk, bonker. You're right. It did. It jumped right on me. Coming over from Rumble. Welcome, brother. Good to see you, man. Yeah, the cat means well, but she wants food. Paul, it is. It is a bad little knife. I like it because of the collaboration and because it's super sharp. I hadn't cut myself with it yet.
You will.
But it's a very plain looking knife. I mean, it's a basic bitch of looking knife.
I was going to say, I mean, that's the only downside of that knife is it's a very good tool and it's very well made. It just feels soulless. It just feels boring.
Like a big paring knife, like a kitchen knife.
Yeah, in hand, it just felt very boring, but I mean, it's very well done. It's a great knife. Just something about it to me, just it didn't scream like, I don't know. It didn't scream like this is something that is unique or different or something you have to have. But
I agree with you. If I had seen Steve hand it off to Shane at Blade Show, I would have not known really what it was because the SPK Shark looks badass.
Yeah,
absolutely badass. And like, have you held one of Brian's little fixies? Have you sharpened one of them?
Not the new ones, not the doodles. No,
they look really good.
Yeah,
I mean, I'd love to own one of his knives. What do they run? What's the range on those, Kyle?
They're like high ones to low twos.
Really?
Yeah, they're very reasonable.
Damn.
You can pick one of those. They pop up on the secondary every now and then.
And what's it called? What's the name of it?
Doodle.
A doodle?
Yep, after his dog.
Very nice. Y'all, the cat is just smart eyeing me right across. She could come jumping across this computer any second. Y'all might see some must-see TV.
Let's see here.
I'm sorry. The cat could really care less, but I care. I hate when he jumps on there. Puck's the worst. Puck will just stand there and put his back foot on it and not move.
Just in the last week, there's been 3 of them that sold: 175, 185, and 180.
Where are you seeing this? What's the website?
It's just Knife Swap. Knife Swap. It's on Reddit. Yeah.
So you go Reddit, then Knife Swap, Reddit / Knife, Reddit / Knife Swap. I've never ever been there. Organizing trade.
I hate Reddit, but they've got a good section for selling and trading.
I don't necessarily. I'm just not familiar with it. I know that when I was with Advanced Digital before I was with Spectrum, our company owns Reddit. So this is it right here, right? That's the thread.
Yep.
So it wants me to log in. I guess so.
You don't have to log in. You can search without logging in.
So when you searched, I don't want.
Yeah. So if you go up there next to where it says, just
how do I identify non-binary?
No, just back out of that. Just back out of that.
I tried to hit skip and it won't let me. It won't let me. I could skip.
Hit the back button.
I hit the back button. And then
I mean back like for the website. And go back to it. Then at the top where it says Knife Swap.
There's here. Now what did you search for?
Doodle.
Oh. That's 2 months ago, so we know that one's probably sold.
Well, if you go to the top left there, search by, it says relevance. You can search by date. See the most recent ones.
New?
Yep.
5 days ago.
And that one sold for 175.
So I guess you want to be logged in because you got to have clout.
Yeah, if you want to buy something, yeah, you want to log in because you have to have a name and everything. But then eventually you'll build up what they call it flair or something. Yeah, I agree. Reddit blows. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Reddit's good, but it's good for selling and trading knives.
I know a lot of people do that. So I can go to all relevance by date. And this is going to show me the latest knife that was posted 5 days ago.
No, that's the ones that's showing by Doodle because you still have it at the very
Oh.
top. Yeah, get rid of that.
And then go enter.
Yep.
Go new. Still
No, you
showing
still have
5
Doodle at
days.
the top.
What? Okay.
Just go back to where it says knife swap.
Damn it. I see. That's why I don't buy shit on here. I hate this fucking site. All right, so knife swap.
So if you're logged in, that's correct. But I'm just saying, if you're logged in, you can have it saved, and then it just shows up on the left-hand side of your screen. You can just click on it, and it goes there automatically, so you don't have to deal with.
I gotcha. So these were like 25 minutes ago. These posts: tour, Microtech, key stroll, quad carry, drift. Have you ever sold anything? Have you ever sold anything on here, Kyle? Or just bought?
Not sold. I've traded and I've bought.
And this may be wrong, but I bought like 4 or 5 knives off Blade Binge, and 2 of them we took it off Blade Binge so he could sell it to me cheaper. And we just made a direct sale, I guess, because he trusted me.
Right, Drew. Kevin, I don't know if you got into it or not, but what's dangerous is going down the knife raffle page. They do raffles for a lot of knives constantly.
Tip. Sorry. God dang, she got them all started. Did I lose y'all?
Nope, we're here. It can get, depending upon your personality, Kevin, it can get addicting and inexpensive. But you got a chance at winning some cool shit cheap, so.
Yeah, I've just never had. I tried to sell on Blade Binge, and I told you all my story there. I had a knife listed for $275 for weeks, and it ended up selling on eBay for like $450 because I just had to buy it now on it. And I think it's just because they get so much more traffic, because Blade Binge is so much more friendly in terms of looking at it.
Damn it, Jeffrey. No, this is not like that at all. That is absolute crap. This is more like actual true or after you're buying tickets. So
is that on Nice Swap?
They have a whole separate category where they do raffles where you're entering. So there'll be like $2,000 knife, and there'll be 200 tickets at $10, and you can buy as many tickets as you want.
Is it scammerific or is it?
No, it's completely legit. Yeah, because they have the trusted mods in there, and I know some of them. Brian's one of them, and they do it live, and they show it being drafted for the number, and it's numbered. And
yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna feed Tip. 2 seconds. Talk.
Go for it. Anyone else hope that he feeds himself to Dippy? But yeah, it's fun. But Bob, what do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you. Oh, you're talking about Blade Binge. Yeah, they're crazy. Bunk, it's a cesspool. Yeah, I agree. It's Bob, it's disgusting on there. how a lot of the stuff is. And what cracks me up is kind of like that old meme about the used cars. Like I'm not selling it that cheap. I know what I got. It's because, dude, you got people in there selling used stuff for the same price as what it is new or more, and it's run of the mill bullshit like Sabibis and CRJBs and what all that stuff is, and CJRBs, whatever. And it's like, come on, man, like that's not worth half of what you paid for it. And they're putting it up there like, oh, this is. They're just proud of what they have, and it's like, come on, man, nobody wants that.
And I mean, to me, I would feel guilty if I had a lot of stuff on there priced higher than market. I think, because I mean, you're putting it out there for, you know, what you're selling it for.
I don't have a problem with something being priced over table if it's something that is worth it and draws it, meaning that it's rare, it's exclusive, it's something that you can't get in, or that's what the market's bearing. But clearly it's not if it's just sitting around. Like it just, and the bad thing on there is it doesn't, I don't believe it shows, I could be wrong, but I don't believe it shows if something is pulled versus if it's sold. It'd be nice, like
If
eBay,
you
you
look
can
at
go,
like sold prices, let's see.
correct. Like eBay, you can go and see, like, it'll have prices listed for whatever, but if you go click on the sold, it'll tell you what actually prices are sold.
Let's see. Let's look at high to low. Corbin Steel. Let's see what number 1 is. A Riot Jack. I reviewed one of those, but does that look like $9,800 to you, Kyle?
How much?
$9,800.
That's insane.
But it's Zircuti
I don't give a
inlet.
shit. I don't give a
It's
shit
an
what's made
integral.
out of.
It's
It could
Riot,
be
dude.
it could be made out of my dead grandmother, and I wouldn't pay $9,800 for it.
It's got a cool pouch though. Look. That's crazy, dude. $9,800. Let's see what it says about it. I guess it's, yeah, I mean, I could see maybe 2,000, but I wouldn't pay that for it. But 9,800 is that's a lot. All right, let's see what the second most expensive one is. The Medford Praetorian Slim for $8,000.
I don't know who that is, but they're smoking some good rock.
He's got 115 sales and a 5-star rating. Let's see what this is. It's a Peaks and Valley. There's got to be something special about it, but not that special.
Yeah, there's nothing special about that.
No,
other than that person is absolutely out of their freaking mind.
But look, he's got a good rating from.
Who cares what he's got a good rating? Like that doesn't mean anything to me.
American Custom Karma 5,700. Do you know what those are?
I know American. I don't know what his customs go for.
Chippy turned it on and turned it off. Here's a 5,700 allegedly one.
I mean, I know his customs are, especially in some of those materials, are well into the thousands, but I don't know if they get up to that high or not. But
Chris Reeves, Sabenza 21, Spirograph Damascus, pre-Idaho. So that's an old one, right? Pre-Idaho?
Yeah.
It's 5,500.
Yeah, I don't see I'd have to go look and see what history of those sold for, but that seems kind of ridiculous.
Mick Strider throwing axe for 5,500 or $5,000.
DC, I agree with that completely, but the issue is there's a market and price tag for everybody, but when something costs a certain amount normally and then they inflate it because they think they have something cool, but it's not necessarily anything special, that it just doesn't make sense. It's just highway robbery. Because my thing is, if it's not a collectible, these aren't appreciating assets. Most of the time, except Drinkwater, most of the time, all of your value of your knives goes down. They don't have many collectible pieces that will actually go up in value.
That's a deep milled golf putter with Damascus for 3,500.
That was one of their normal. That was one of their normal milling patterns. What the hell are they talking about?
This is not your average golf cutter. It is deep milled by Oz. So what? There must be a differentiation between deep milled.
Whoop-de-doo. You ran the end mill
Longer, deeper.
half a millimeter deeper. Whatever.
Full set of Franklin Mint John Deere. Here you go, Kyle. That's what you need.
Okay. Here's the thing. That may seem stupid, but that's potentially is more collectible than that Rosie was.
Absolutely.
I don't know the value of what that is, but that very well could be more in line.
Case knives, I know we've got one.
Regardless if I think it's stupid or not, it very well could be more collectible than what the other ones were.
Let me show you something crazy. Hold on. And again, antiques are going to be different. If you look at this right here, took a picture of it yesterday, I think. Where is it?
Yeah, like to you, again, those case knives go for big money. And to me,
no, there's one in a box.
Well, my point is, I think that's stupid that they are priced that way, but people collect them and they enjoy that, and that's worth it to them. So I'm not arguing that.
I didn't get the tag on it, the tag that shows the year. This is 1929. Yeah. And the lady made that slip for him. This is a 2-owner knife. $2,500. That's local. And then that, I want to say those are crazy. I can't remember how much that set is, but the Benchmade kitchen knives are not priced to sell. And the cheetah, or the case knife of the year this year, is the mini cheetah. This is a cheetah. It's a mid-lock back. That's a full-size cheetah, but I'm probably going to get a mini cheetah. They look really cool.
How much is it? I'm going to try to go talk them down.
What's that?
I said $5 said there's a Strider for below table. And how much is it? I'm going to try to talk them down. What's up, Matty?
Striders are great knives. Matty! Where's my 2026? Damn it.
Well, if that's the case, if you're talking about it, if it's on blade forms, then that's why, because no one's on there other than old fuddy-duddies.
I'm trying to. This is not the page I was looking at yesterday. This is frustrating. Bear with me. What time is it getting to be? We got plenty of time, don't we?
Joe, your joke sucked the first time. It's not funnier this time.
I don't. All right, I'm going to go case mini cheetah.
Maddie, we're trying not to, other than making fun of him.
The cheetah cup. Here we go. Y'all tell me what you think about this knife. And I know slip joints don't excite a lot of people. They don't really me either, but this one's pretty cool.
Hang on. Joe, your burnished edges on your leatherwork is sharper than your 1095.
That knife right there in black curly oak.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab one of those. They're just getting ready to come out. 3.5 inches closed. That black curly oak is gorgeous. I know that sounds crazy, but they've got this Tiffany blue is kind of cool, good looking. I like this pattern, this blue sycamore. Check this stuff out.
I don't really have a need, and I probably will never own one, but I think that new case one looks good. That kind of that reserve looking one or whatever it is.
The one with S35
I think so. I forget what it had, a different type of
blade.
Yeah, burgundy or micarta. It was something that was cool. I remember I never would be interested in buying it, but I looked at.
See, I never used to think I would, but some of them have gotten like this rust lock. Let me show you something if I can find it. Pattern. Where's the rust lock? This is what I tried to learn in my the Seahorse Whittler's a nice shape. I like that shape. Where's the rust lock? Here, right here. I think this is really cool because of the way it works. Have you ever played with one of those, Kyle?
No.
It's kind of like a front flipper, but you wouldn't flip it like a front flipper. You just slow roll this back over, see how it doesn't have a nail nick?
Yeah.
And then it's got a liner lock that locks in, and your hand goes over here. So it kind of, it's pretty cool.
So it's like a friction folder opening.
Right.
But a lock.
And a liner lock. Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting. I've been actually looking at the construction and how they're made. They're pretty simple to make. And there's some pretty neat patterns out there. You can, if you have access to some decent tools, you can make them pretty easily.
A slip joint? See, I've never understood how you would make one. We've got this one in stock. I like this pattern. I know a lot of people don't like Warncliffs, but I like that pattern with the two little blades and that big warny. That's the Whittler. And I know like
multiple blades.
I'm not a big fan of multiples either, but that one's like the Congresses. I've kind of taken a liking to those, and they're multiple blade knives. But anyway, I've got a new appreciation for case, and I've got a guy who's trying to sell me a GEC single blade Warncliffe. I forget the pattern, but I'm going to trade him.
I need that story, Terry. I need the background on that, buddy.
Maddie. I'll tell you, we see it and have a lot of people looking for the old, is it Hen and Rooster and Dancing Crane? Are those two lines? Does those sound familiar? Dancing Crane slip joints and Hen and Rooster. Those are two English brands that are highly sought after. Dope stuff.
I thought they were American.
Hen and Rooster? I don't think so. Let me see.
I thought Dancing Cranes was.
Maybe it
Kissing
is.
Crane, whatever the hell it was called. Yeah, there it is. Joe, Kissing Crane.
Kissing Crane. Are they U.S.?
I thought they were. Because they used to make some of those little old stilettos and stuff too. What's up, Dopey?
Kissing Crane knife.
Man, they probably those who get paid by them.
I think they may be German. Soligen, let's see. Yeah, Germany, early 1800s.
Okay.
Those are the new Hen and Roosters are made in China. But like the old Kissing Crane, if you go, and I think at a certain year they started making them in China. So the older ones, again, I can't believe I'm starting to look at traditionals again, but we talk about knives that don't appreciate, and that's true, except for one brand, Case Knives. If you go buy a case knife now, a decent case knife, $80 case, you don't take it out of the box, 20 years, you will not lose money on it.
But the problem is their QC is so bad.
Right.
But so many people, you have to see it in person.
That's the beauty of being in the store, because
right, but a lot of people aren't. Like I would 10 out of 10 take a GEC over a case.
Yeah, GECs will appreciate, and the guy that's trying to trade me is trying to trade me for the appreciated price. Kind of pisses me off, but I'll probably end up doing it because he wants a PP that I don't use anymore, and it's got a couple of bodies hanging on it. YouTube terms of service. Just kidding. People tell me GEC was expensive. and case was too poor quality. And I'll tell you, case, if
I agree with the second half of that, Terry, but yeah, the GECs are
they're $150 usually if you get them on the drop, on average.
Yeah, that's not expensive.
No. And some of the cases are exquisite. I mean, the ones I've seen down there, and I know our guy is a stickler for when he gets them in, because he's been a long time case dealer, but he opens them all and he culls them and he'll send a lot back. But the ones on the shelf, they're not always perfectly, especially when you get into the multi-blades. I think multi-blades, you're just asking for issues. But like the little whittler I got, and I've ordered 4 side busters because that used to be my shape, and they were all kind of wonky. But that new side buster that Kyle's talking about,
Knife Nut, send me a link if you would, please.
Miss 35 vid. So this guy right here, they also make it in a Barlow.
Terry, I think part of the problem with that argument is that they don't care where things are made, and they don't have necessarily a sense of pride of where any manufacturing. So they don't really care where they buy something from, like, because they don't produce. So I can see where they're coming from, but yeah, you're correct. There's nothing. Not that I can't click on that here because I'm
I
on
can.
stream.
Right here. Is it Instagram? I'll share it. Was it an Instagram link?
Yeah.
All right, here, let me share it.
But Terry, I agree. There's no comparison with what they do and what GEC and them do. But I remember going back.
You got Jack Wolf.
This goes back a few months back. Mimo was trying to get a case, right? But the problem is with shipping to Canada, a lot of places won't ship to him, right? So he had contacted, it was, I think, Smoky Mountain, and said, "Hey, can you check this for me? Because I need to know if it's, centered and everything prior to shipping it up here because of pain in the ass." And they wouldn't do it for him. And they gave him a bunch of hell. And then he bought one from, I think it was White Mountain, and it was absolutely horrific. But they don't test or check anything.
Smoky Mountain sucks. Is this what we're looking at? Does this guy make slip joints?
Could be. I think, is that that Rothman or whatever he was talking about?
Yeah, Rothman knives.
What's up, Joe Isabella?
Joe Isabella. That's my freaking spiritual Sherpa right there.
That's cool.
So how much do these guys go for roughly? Are they like 300, 400? They're in New York.
I was checking out some French makers. They were doing some, like, actually how to make behind the scenes, how to do them. They're pretty cool.
I love these Warncliffs. I mean, these are nice looking knives.
They're nice looking, but I would probably never use one. Like,
you don't use a slip joint?
No, I don't own one.
You don't own a single slip joint? You want one? I'll send you a slip joint. You should always have one in your left pocket just in case.
Joe, and if I wanted one, I'd own one.
Yeah, but sometimes here, I'll show y'all something. No, I won't. I was gonna show you that what's her name? My ex, one that drove me crazy is on Instagram now. Why is it not letting me scroll?
I don't have any desire to. Oh.
Geek Machinist got some cool knives. All right. I'm done with this.
He hasn't been around in a while.
Who?
Geek Machinist.
Geek Machinist?
unless he just lurks.
Daily Gear Guide. Ooh, look at that knife. Look at that spring. Did you see that? That lock? That's gorgeous. This guy just started following that, y'all. Look at that spring and that lock.
So that's, to me, if I was going to do a slip joint, it would probably, I would just get a custom. Be done with it. Right, Joe? That's what I'm saying.
It's got to be bad. What the fuck we got here?
This is good.
Yeah, he makes some beautiful knives. I'll give him that. I'll tell you another really beautiful one that we carry. Deer Lick Ridge Forge. Deer Lick.
Joe, I take that back. I forgot about that. That is a great one. I just have never, and that's something I can 100% would stand behind as far as his quality, but I don't have a desire to own or carry one.
So we carry this guy in the store.
Great knife though.
And he makes all these by hand in Alabama.
That's talent.
See how all the blades are different angles?
Yeah.
But he's got a little single. I love the single blade ones. I don't need a bunch of blades. I know that you don't have to sharpen them as much if you've got multiple blades. It's going to, I see the, look at that. But yeah, there's so many people that do cool shit. And then you got people like me who don't do nothing at all. What's that machine?
So, Terry. The difference on that, Joe, is I agree that that's a good entry price and a very well made and probably better made than most, even at more expensive. But there's very few that gateway wise to go into something similar, nicer as far as like the modern style, because there's, from what I see it, and you go into the custom world, it's not really like that. It's majority of more classic and traditional. You don't see too many of custom moderns that I know of.
Is this it, Joe, right here? I'm following this gentleman. Is that Box Creek Knife Company?
That's who he said, yeah.
That was beautiful.
It's nice vintage Westinghouse there.
Right here?
Yeah. Looks like it, at least.
I mean, this stuff looks just, I mean, you look at it next to that Mannix, and it just looks like from a totally different time, doesn't it? It is. Oh, look at that micarta. Yeah, that's a beautiful knife, Joe. G.L. Hansen and Sons material. Are they a retailer or are they a... G.L. Hansen, are they like a reclaimer?
No, that's just a manufacturer of material.
Oh. Beautiful stuff. That's where that micarta came from. Look at that. Damn. Oh. Damn you, Instagram. 2 available. I wonder what these go for. Are they $1,000 knives? Are they $500 knives? Does anybody have a ballpark? Bosscrete, rehandle sleep joints. Ah, okay. So they're a modern. I gotcha. So they're taking cases and they're swagging them up for you. I gotcha. Even cooler.
Yeah, I did, Bob. It looked like it.
I cannot believe.
Joe, you know what he's going to do to that, right?
What's that?
Nothing. I'm just giving Joe a hard time. I was talking about Joe Isabella, not.
What do we got there? Horse riding. Yeah, I think that's very cool. Mama, feed me, Seymour. Beautiful little spot. Must be in Colorado. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff on the gram. Very, very cool stuff. So, Maddie, what do y'all got going on tonight? Where'd Maddie go? Is he still in here?
What time right there. Yeah, we got 10 minutes.
Giveaway is going to be Tuesday night. Everybody's welcome.
Are you going to make a run for the border?
No, I'm going to film a video and then I'm going to jump into said faction. I've got some peanuts. I'm not going to the border tonight. It's starting to rain here again. I don't feel like getting my hair washed this late in the day.
I ran to the border earlier, and I was going to tell you. So they got posted their hours, and you always complain about your hours. Ours is open 7 a.m. to 4 a.m. 7 days a week.
See, that's the way it should be. I mean, you should have that couple of hours where they switch over from dinner to breakfast, but that's it. I mean, come on now. 150 to 220. That's not bad for a redo. I mean, you can get in the case knife for $50. Kyle Coonley's TS Prof link. Share them up. And it's also all Todd's links are in the description of all Friday Night Flicks lives. So to his Instagram, to his TS Prof, to his
I can't tell you the last time someone's clicked on that.
Nobody clicks on mine either. Don't feel bad. At least they're out there. Let me show you how I got you represented. Because the scroll doesn't do anybody any good. I know the scroll's just down there scrolling and nobody can click on it. But if I go to lives, why is my internet so slow? Content.
Bob, I actually do that. It'd be like this, but it wouldn't be. It'd be one-on-one. It would not go out public. It would be private. And there's an hourly charge for that. We can do that though. Hit me up.
Look at there, Gabe. Hold on. Share screen. Why is it not sharing? There it is. Go. Look at Kyle Klingenweks Korner.
Very nice. Thank you.
Always, dude. No, I thank you. I swear to God, doing solo lives is fine. But having somebody you share good insight. You share good info. You share like real world facts and shit. I don't have any of that. I don't possess any of that.
Well, it's easier to feed off of someone too.
Well, it is. Well,
if you just want to see them, there's a rate for that. If you want me to see them doing things, there's a different rate for that.
But he's very transparent on his OnlyFeet site. You just have to look at what you're bidding for.
But Bob, I do that. So seriously though, if you wanted to take a one-on-one class, we can do that through here. And I just don't.
Do it private. It's just like a WebEx.
Yeah, you're not gonna have it go public. So.
But Kyle, you know what you can do when you hold those? You can download and share the video with your student if you want to.
Yeah.
That video is downloadable.
Yep.
By you. Well, guys, we're going to Maddie's. I'm going to pee. Kyle, you got anything to share with these people?
Oh, have a good weekend, and we'll see a lot of you over at Satisfaction.
I'll see y'all at Satisfaction. Thanks for hanging with me, guys. Members, stop by at 4:00 on Sunday. We'll kick it for a few. I won't keep you late this time. I'll try not to get sidetracked. But do me a favor. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. And always choose debate, not hate. See you at Satisfaction. Peace.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my